ready to get baked.
Woo! Show me the milk duds.
Wait, what? No milk duds. Hello, everybody. If you were here Wednesday night, you saw I could not move. Check it out. I went to the chiropractor. I can move again. I'm good. I can reach for things.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! I spent 2.5 hours there. Totally worth it. Got to go back next week. They took x-rays. It was like super chiropractor. Really excited that I can move again. So that feels good. I am ready to make some MikbarPie. What's MikbarPie, you ask? I think Foxy Koala said it best. Let me find her comment here. You must have Googled this because I've never heard it explained so well. Where is it? It's an Indonesian custard tart pastry consisting of a short crust pastry filled with egg custard and condensed milk. Not quite. Yes, but not quite. This is the Mikbar. Mikbar is a bakery that's in New York, LA, Vegas, a handful of other places. So nationwide, but not. They make really amazing cakes, truffles, and MikbarPie. The crust is not shortbread. It's going to be an oatmeal crust, and it's not really. I guess it's kind of custardy. There's no. What did we say? Whatever kind of milk. Not evaporated milk. Condensed milk. No condensed milk. This uses powdered milk. So a little bit different. I did actually read, in doing some research on this, I read powdered milk is the secret to really soft everything. So I'm going to work on trying to figure out how to incorporate that into cookie recipes and stuff. Talking about just adding like a tablespoon or something of it to it. Foxy Koala says no sound. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me.
Okay, is that turn you back. I'll turn you back up.
Yep. Can you hear me now? How about now? Can you hear me now?
Sorry, I was working on some audio.
Yeah, Christopher
over here,
says it's tinny sounding. Yes, you guys can hear me. Does it sound okay? It's a little low. Sound's going down. Hear you. I don't know. I can't figure it out. Mooch. Yes, Mooch is here. He's got his little catnip crayon from Jess. He is snuggling with it. He was munching on it a little bit ago. Like how he munches on our knuckles. He was chewing on that. That's a new thing. Maybe that'll get him to stop munching on our knuckles. All right, I want to get right into this. No, I am not drinking tonight. That was a last week thing when I made something easy. This is something I have never made before. So there's a lot of steps to it. I printed out the recipe because I did not want to be clicking through a bunch of different pages trying to figure it out. There's a recipe for the, that's the assembly. There's a recipe for the crust. There's a recipe for the filling, and then there's instructions on how to put it together. A lot of you commented when I posted it, oh my god, that's a lot of butter, that's a lot of eggs. This actually makes 2 pies, and I neglected to mention that when I posted it. I meant to, but by the time I actually made the post, it totally slipped my mind. Sounds good. Awesome. Thank you, guys. So yeah, this is going to make 2 pies. You could cut it in half and make 1 pie if you wanted to. I always am hesitant to mess with cutting things in half because baking is such a science. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I have about 50% success with cutting a recipe in half, so sometimes it just gets screwed up. I need to put this somewhere else. It is 90 plus degrees out here today, so we are doing everything we can to stay cool, including fans.
I'm excited.
Are you excited? Dan's never had this, so I had this, I talked about this a little bit earlier in the week on Wednesday's show. I had this last year in January. I went to Arizona for my best friend's birthday, and her sister came out from, I believe she lives in like New Jersey. So she came out and she brought a bunch of MikbarPie stuff. She bought Mikbar stuff. She brought the pie. She brought the cake, which if you guys followed the link that I posted on Facebook, you saw the cake. It's a big, tall, cylindrical layer cake. Impossible to eat. You just have to flop it on its side. They actually construct it in like a piece of plastic built into a cylinder, and they put the layers in. This is where I learned about, if you guys watched when we made the Cinnamon Toast Crunch coffee cake and we soaked the cereal in the milk, MikbarPie is where I first saw that. Go check out YouTube. The girl's name is Christina something or other. Sorry, I can't remember her last name. I'm not good with last names.
Is that really her last name?
No, her last name is something else. But there are videos on there where you can watch her talking about baking and how she puts these ideas together and stuff like that. I definitely did a deep dive. There's a cookbook, so you can learn how to make these things. I must say, it's really impressive that this is a bakery. They sell these. These things are almost $50 for a single MikbarPie. Totally worth it. But I'd have to drive like well over an hour into LA to go get it. Traffic's back to normal again from what I see. Not looking forward to doing that at all. They post the recipes to several of their like key items that they sell in their bakery on their website. Milk Bar, I want to say it was Milk Bar Shop or something like that. It is linked in the post about this recipe on Facebook in the group and the page. If you guys don't already follow there, make sure you go follow the group and the page so you can find out what we're making. What's up, Dan?
Why is this so ugly?
I don't know. And look, when she showed up with it, I'm like, yeah, okay. Like, that's interesting. When I think pie, I think like real thick, like I think a lemon cream or a chocolate cream, something that's going to be like real kind of wet looking, maybe an apple pie, something like that. This is a really flat pie. It does not look appetizing at all, but come on, the amount of eggs and butter that's in it, you know this is going to be good. You know it's going to be good. The truffles are amazing. The cake is amazing. The pie is amazing. As I ate the pie, I sat there trying to taste the different ingredients to figure out what was in it and swore to myself that I was going to learn how to make this. So I posted a little bit about it on Facebook. I went and found the recipe before I saw the recipe come out when quarantine started. I don't know if it was up before that and I just couldn't find it, but I did look and found some stuff on Pinterest, but I wasn't really sure if that was the actual recipe or somebody tried to replicate it based on what they tasted. I don't know. But when I finally found the recipe, 2 of the ingredients that I saw were milk powder and corn powder. Well, I know what powdered milk is. It's pretty cheap. I can get that at the store. That's not a problem. But is milk powder different? And I could not find anything on the internet, but I could find milk powder. But milk powder is expensive. It's really expensive. And I was talking with a friend who was like, no, powdered milk's like cheap. That's the cheap stuff to make your own milk. Like, that's not expensive. Right, but is powdered milk the same as milk powder? And I could not figure it out until a couple weeks ago, MikbarPie, the store, posted on their social media a picture of the ingredients, and lo and behold, it was Nestle's Carnation powdered milk. So problem 1 was solved.
Can I use a baby formula if I cannot find the carnation?
If you're into that sort of thing. You can find 50 different brands and varieties of this at the store. Not hard to find at all.
Right.
Once you realize it's just powdered milk and not fancy milk powder. I don't know if milk powder is like the organic, fancy Whole Foods version of things. I don't know, but they confused me for entirely too long on that because I could not figure out if they were the same thing. The next thing was the corn powder. It's not cornstarch, it's not corn flour, it's not cornmeal, but what the hell is it? I could not figure it out for the life of me. Finally stumbled across something that explained to me it is freeze-dried corn that's been made into a powder. Again, you can buy corn powder, but it's expensive. The freeze-dried corn I think I got for like $2 or $3. I ordered it online, it was pretty cheap, showed up here pretty quickly. We're gonna throw this in a food processor to make it into a powder, and that should solve that problem. So other than that, it's pretty basic things that you, if you bake, you should have in the kitchen, readily accessible at the store. If you don't, sugar, brown sugar, flour, baking soda, baking powder, vanilla, salt, butter, eggs, and powdered sugar for topping. Super, super easy. Let's see what is going on in the chat. I see we have a super chat from Helen. Thank you so much, Helen. Appreciate the support with a dancing pair. That sauce bar in the back, though. Yeah, Dan's been making that our background for a while, partially because we have nowhere to put it.
Yeah, nowhere.
So, there you go. Hilo the Husky says it was 94 in San Diego today. This morning, in the live chat, 72. Yeah, we, I think, hit 96 today. It was pretty warm. Luckily, the chiropractor was absolutely freezing, and I spent 2.5 hours there, so I missed the hottest part of the day. The Bigglers are here. Hello, Bigglers. I miss you guys like crazy. Next week I get my second Fauci ouchie. Maybe I can see you in real life. Brittany says it looks like a sad lemon bar. It does, but I promise you it's not. It's a happy milk bar pie. It's good. By the way, I got my stickers today, says Christopher. Dan thinks my first name is long. Yeah, when he had to write it out, he was getting frustrated at how many letters were in it.
I absolutely was not getting frustrated. That was completely the wrong choice of words at all. All I said was, dang, I'm gonna have to start over here because his name is so long.
And then it still took up like the whole front of the envelope, and you had to cram in his last name at
like
the end.
you to retcon the frustration part.
Hannah's dad, who is not necessarily a fan of Dan, likes my shirt and says he would wear it. This is from the podcast My Favorite Murder. If you guys haven't heard of it and like murder and comedy, check it out. It's pretty funny. What else? Hilo was trying a super chat, but it's freaking out. Yeah, it does that sometimes. I don't know.
The Bigglers were Hernandez.
Yes, I did. I said hi to the Bigglers. Okay, so let's get right into it because I don't know how long this is going to take. I've never made it before. I have no idea what to anticipate. We are going to make an oat cookie first. So this crust is a little bit different than what you would normally make for a pie crust. I went over the whole recipe last night to get as prepared as I could. Most pie crusts, you make the pie crust, you mash it into the pie pan, you put it in the oven, it's a crust. This one is a little bit different. We're going to make an oat cookie. We're just going to cook it flat on a cookie sheet and then let it cool completely. And then in the assembly instructions, we have instructions on we're going to crumble that up. So we cook the cookie and then we crumble it and mix it with more butter, brown sugar, and other things and turn that into a crust. So this first step is not the crust, it's the ingredient for the crust, if that makes sense. So I wanted to weigh this because one of the things that Christina, whatever her name is, talked about from Milk Bar in the videos that I've watched is how important it is to weigh your ingredients. We're going to have to turn that fan off of me when I'm weighing because otherwise flour is going to go everywhere and it's going to be comical but not practical at all. Hannah's dad found it offensive that Dan thinks that he doesn't like him. I don't even know him, he said. Dan's just a little overdramatic.
No, it was jokes from that just piled on every week. That's.
Brittany says this seems like IKEA pie. I've never had IKEA pie.
We're just kidding. Ew, if it's anything like their meatballs.
I promise you this is really, really, really good.
No, we're just kidding.
Okay, so I'm gonna get out my scale so I can weigh some things because she did talk about how important it is to weigh the ingredients and make sure that you have the exact amount every time. So because I'm using her recipe and she weighs the stuff, I'm gonna weigh the stuff and make sure that I have everything right. She did, and I did in posting the ingredients list, provide the measurements. So if you don't have a scale in your kitchen, no worries, just use the measurements. Should come out fine. I wouldn't worry too much about it. I've always baked everything just by measurements, not by weighing, so I don't think it's gonna be a real issue. We're going to start with 8 tablespoons of butter. So again, back to the amount of butter in here. Again, it makes 2 pies. So it's 3.5 sticks of butter total. That's 1 3/4 almost sticks of butter per pie. Really not that much when you break it down like that. It sounds like a lot when you see it all, laid out the way that it was in the ingredients list, but I'm not too worried about it. It's definitely not healthy. This is not healthy. This is not a way to treat your diabetes or try to lose weight or be any sort of healthy, but then again, are any of my recipes. So this one's 115 grams or 8 tablespoons of butter. This tells me it's only 110 grams. So I'm gonna get a little bit of extra. I'm gonna get a bowl out and tear my scale so that we're at 0 because I don't want to weigh the wrapper. Oh, Brittany says lots of assembly required, i.e. IKEA. Yes, absolutely. So when I take the wrapper off, we're at 108. Oh wait, we're at milliliters. We want grams. Hold on. Where's my grams? There we go. Oh, it's the same thing. Not really good with measurements. All right, we're at 111. We need 4 more. I don't know how much that's going to be, so let's start with this. 115. We are perfect. It's fluctuating between 115 and 116. We'll call it 115. Okay, so we're going to combine the butters and the sugars in the bowl of a stand mixer fitted with the paddle attachment. Let me get my butter in here first. And I'm going to set this aside because now it's all buttery and I want to weigh my dry ingredients.
Mooch is chilling. See him up there in the corner camera?
Yes, he's done. No, 0. Okay, so we want 75 grams, or about 1/3 of a cup, of light brown sugar.
Dang, he is out.
He's done.
He's super done.
All right, I need that. Stop! This is my show. I need that fan to rotate just a little bit while I'm getting dry ingredients out. Ooh, I instantly felt a difference. All right.
Just let me know when you're done. I'll put it back.
0. All right, we want this to be 75 grams. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it says 1/3 of a cup. I put in 1/3 of a cup, and it's only 58 grams. That's a big difference. That's a really big difference. Now we're at 91.
Maybe we should be weighing our stuff.
I think so, if it's provided.
I mean, why not? I think it's fun. I'm sick of weighing stuff the same way all my life. This is the new way.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I'm not gonna put me on the scale, Jess says we have power again. They lost power for hours. Then.
I saw her post about that. That is unfortunate. Okay, that's weird. That was a big difference in measurement. Amanda's with the super chat, thank you so much, says, Crystal, I was this close to driving out there to help you bake tonight. Even Dan said this morning it would be awesome, but I had appointments today. That would have been a pleasant surprise. I would have been happy if you just showed up at the door and popped up in the kitchen to help me bake.
Congratulations, you're here, and it's hot in here.
Yes.
Yeah,
well,
hot,
she's
so.
from Arizona. She knows all about
It's
hot. I'm interested to see, like, what the heck, because it says tightly packed, but I had it. I mean, that's... How much more tightly can I pack it? I can't get 75 grams in there. That's weird. I mean, I guess I should trust the weight. If she weighs it, I should trust the weight more than the measurement, right?
What if I grab the other measurement cup that's exactly the same as this? Would it weigh different than that?
It shouldn't, because it's exactly the same.
Are you no, exactly how? It's plastic.
You want me to grab the other one?
Yeah, yeah. So maybe measuring by weight is the thing to do.
And that's why we've talked about before in the group when people have tried to make things and it's been unsuccessful. Like, you never know what's going to affect it. And something like this could, because the recipe that I got from their website says 75 grams or a third of a cup tightly packed.
When we
That's
watched the
tightly
stuff, their pro tip was weigh your ingredients.
That was their #1 pro tip. I don't know how much more tightly packed that can get.
And is that the
yes,
same?
I did zero the scale from the bowl. I did tear
Is that
it.
the same?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, see how much I have left over?
Right. And that's how much they want you to use, all of it that's in there?
75 grams.
Okay. So that's only one try. We'll have to keep on doing this with other things over time to see how much off it is.
Yeah, that's an interesting difference.
But what do you call a third plus that little bit?
A couple tablespoons.
Okay, so then it turns into a third and a couple tablespoons.
Right. Yeah, because when I emptied the bowl, we're back at 0. So we definitely were teared. We're back to nothing. Okay, and this says 40 grams or 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar. So let's see what 3 tablespoons gets us.
Soon
One.
enough. That glass bowl.
2. So 2 tablespoons, I'm already at 30. This is such an interesting thing. I've never weighed my ingredients. Okay, so it said 3 tablespoons. I have about half a tablespoon left here, which I think kind of almost balances out with the amount of brown sugar I had left the other direction. So I'm, again, going with weight. The one thing we can't weigh is the egg yolks, so I'm not sure. I mean, hopefully my egg yolk is the right size. Okay, so we'll set this aside. We're gonna cream together the butter and the sugars on medium-high for 2 to 3 minutes. Quarter cup liquid versus solids are different. Yes, but I was measuring with a solid measuring cup. And again, I got this recipe off of Milk Bar's website, so she gave equivalent measurements, which I guess, looking at how much sugar was left over that I didn't need for the weight and how much extra brown sugar I did need for the weight, I'm sure it probably does balance out. I know Christy posted in the group she was going to be baking along with us tonight. Let me know if you're here, if you are making this along with us, and if you're weighing it or just measuring it.
I also heard or maybe we saw that there was a YouTube video that they made about this pie, right? Didn't they make this in a video?
Probably. I don't recall offhand, but probably. David wants to know what, if any, are the fillings. We're going to make the filling. It's just called MikbarPie filling. It's made with a crap ton of eggs and butter. More than anything else, eggs and butter.
I'll show you a picture of it. Look at the start. There's a picture of what it's supposed to look like, right? So,
yes.
Even though we decided
that looks a little bit dry compared to what I had. Like, the bottom looks a little darker and the crust looks a little drier, but Miss Christie is just measuring it. Okay, so I'm interested to see how yours turns out differently from mine, if we still got the right measurements. I think it'll be okay. Alright, I'm going to crack my egg. This part only takes 1 egg. This recipe for the 2 pies uses almost an entire box of butter and 9 eggs total. The other thing here is we're going to have 9 egg whites. I'm going to save the egg whites this time because usually it's just 1 or 2. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but at some point somewhere it did suggest, like, maybe you can make this with your egg whites. So I'm going to see what I can do. I know you can just cook them and have egg white whatever, but I want to see what else I can do with it.
Crystal, we did it. We did it. I feel like it's gotten like 1 degree cooler.
Yeah.
Like, I think we did it. We broke the house's fever. And now it's smooth sailing from here on out.
Good deal. Alright, so here goes my egg white yolk separation. Whoa, almost broke it. Oh,
Did
I
it?
break it.
You did it, but you're a new Crystal now that you got your tune-up.
I am. I feel so much better. Oh, it popped so many times.
I can't wait. I'm envious. You should send me over there.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go like next week. Call and make an appointment. I was astounded at how many people were in there. I've been to chiropractors all my life, like literally since I was 10. I've never seen so many people going in and out of a chiropractor's office. They were voted #1 in the AV. They had their big banner outside. He said, I didn't even know that was a thing. He didn't even solicit for votes.
Nice.
Alright, there's an eggshell in my egg white. Alright, so there's the egg white I'm going to set aside. Here's our 1 egg yolk that's going to go into here. Chris is here, home from work and showered so I don't smell like a Sasquatch. Let's get this party started. Yeah, Chris and Amanda, how hot is it out there for you guys? Are you hitting summer already? Oh, Adrian, don't want to hear about you breaking your whole toenail off. I can't. That's the thing I cannot deal with, not even a little bit.
He said it fell in a Frito bag.
Stop it. Ugh. Ugh. That's horrifying. Okay, so we're doing this until it's fluffy and pale yellow in color. And then we're going to add the egg yolk on low speed and increase it to medium-high and beat for 1 to 2 minutes until the sugar granules fully dissolve and the mixture is pale white. So are we fluffy and pale yellow yet?
We're getting there.
We're getting there.
Mooch is patiently waiting.
Mooch is unconscious.
I'm trying to incorporate him into the shows. Like, he's there anyway, so
yeah.
There's your cat in the corner.
His one eye is open. He's watching. Still just one eye open, the other one's closed. Hi, Mooch. Amanda says we were at 97 degrees today, but unlike Chris, I was not out in the heat all day, so you didn't smell like a Sasquatch? Yeah, I think your guys' temperature is pretty on par with ours. If anything, a little bit warmer there, which is horrifying. Alright, I don't know that I would call this pale yellow. Okay, I guess, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been 2 to 3 minutes, right? Let's add our egg yolk. Scrape down the sides of the bowl with a spatula. Yeah, I guess I should get these bits out.
I got my stickers today. 2 P's in supporting. When I was writing the letters, I couldn't remember if there was 2 P's or not, and like, thank you for supporting. And then so I made a message about like I can't tell if there's 1 or 2 and stuff like that. So
yeah,
there's always wacky stuff in my.
There's pretty much always a misspelling in whatever you have written in the things. And I just chuckle at them.
Every one of the sticker packages is me writing something different.
Yes.
And
yeah, everybody did get a different handwritten note inside.
Yes, which is available now, and I'll put the link in the description.
Yes, if you guys haven't already, make sure to get your Getting Baked with Crystal, RFS Dan, RFS Fam stickers are only $12 shipped anywhere in the world. 4 stickers and a magnet. Where can you get a deal like that? Not since the 90s quarter machines.
Right.
Come on, guys.
I'll ship a Monday, but yes, you get some sort of funky. Everything's different inside.
Adrian wants to know where his golden magnet is.
Oh, I sent it.
Yeah, it did go out. You should have it soon, if not already.
It went out Monday. Did I send everything out Monday or Tuesday? No, Monday after the Daily Dan. I went out and did everything because some people ordered stickers for that because I said I was walking out to the post office. So I mailed them all. Other people got theirs because they were talking about it.
Yeah, it should be there any day now.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I think I figured out what happened. I think you mixed up the insides of envelopes.
I did that because I think I might have sent Gila a gold magnet, and I think that was supposed to go to Adrian
or Sarah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I figured I'd Dan a few of them.
Right.
Here, let me help you out. Here, Patricia Clark with the super chat. Crystal, turn the egg whites into meringues by mixing with sugar.
Yes.
Just eat them or make something original. What do you do with meringue? I
Meringue
can't
goes
tell.
on the top of like a lemon meringue pie or something.
I can't tell if I like meringue or not. I'm not sure.
But I'm gonna have 2 sugary ass pies, so I'm not really sure
Right.
what I'm gonna do with the egg whites after that.
I only turn it to meringue. You can do what. Apparently, you can do whatever you want. Let's have a foam party.
That's not how that works.
When you get a little bit, I gotta show you what I made today on the Daily Dan. When we have a little bit of when we have a little bit of downtime soon, or like at some point tonight.
At some point,
Okay.
yes.
If you so, let me know. I have something to show you. Everybody at home.
Boxing Wallet wants to know, have you gotten your painting yet, Crystal? I'm assuming you shipped it to the P.O. box?
No.
or to here?
I gave her my phone or my home, the home thing because it was a painting.
Okay.
But I have not seen it. I'll go check the porch right now, but nothing's come. But I don't know where you sent it. I don't recall where you said you
I
sent it.
checked earlier because Kamiko was out there. There was nothing out there. Mail's been slow lately, though. Like, everybody's still, a lot of people are still at home. A lot of people have learned to order online, so I feel like all shipping times are delayed quite a bit. Maybe some plain meringue would offset the super sugary pie. I am not messing with this pie. This is perfection. I'm not adding or taking anything away from it.
Are you trying to achieve perfection?
I'm hoping that's the goal here.
What's up, Mooch?
Dang, Chris giving out his cross streets. If you want to go visit Chris. I'm gonna go find those cross streets and just walk around outside. Chris! Amanda! Until you guys come outside. From there.
Hey, you think you could try some of those smooth moves you learned today from that dude on me later? Like I need
No,
some.
he's specially trained.
Yeah.
So he explained to me, like, it's not regular chiropractics, whatever.
If
however
it's
you
single, it's
conjugate
chiropracti.
No, he explained, like, oh yeah, usually they go, so if you guys have ever been to a chiropractor, like I said, I've been since I was 10, they usually lay you down on your stomach, you do one of these, they push on your back, and you pop your back, they grab your neck, they do that thing. Oh, there was none of that. Despite the fact that my pain was here, he didn't touch me here at all. He didn't pop anything there. He popped lower, and I got like an ultrasound massage therapy thing that relaxed all the muscles, but it was different, and he explained the whole thing to me, but I was not in a mindset to be understanding what he was talking about, but it's a different, like, school of chiropractic or something? I don't know, but it worked, and I'm going back. Okay, so we're to beat this for 1 to 2 minutes until the sugar granules fully dissolve and the mixture is pale white. So we'll let that keep going. I keep forgetting when I do this that Husky Tail sent me a flour sifter. I'm going to use that because I do not want to mess stuff up on this. And we're going to start measuring out our other ingredients for our dry ingredients that we're going to add, which is going to start with roughly half a cup of flour. It's going to be 80 grams. All right, I need that fan to rotate.
Okay.
Let's see what half a cup turns into. So half a cup was only 69 grams.
Do you do exact measurements? You don't like, short it like 0.2 or
No, I'm trying to be as exact as I can.
can't make it a little over?
It's hot in here.
Yeah.
Cyberhusky says, so the other day my hubby says, when did you damn the fridge? Excuse me? When did you damn the fridge? Oh, I need my ears checked. He finally realized I put my magnets on the fridge. Awesome. Chris says, I'm sure if we don't answer, someone with a shopping cart will let you hang out with them. Oh, kind of like our house. Got you. PJ with the super chat, thank you for the support. Love the shirt, Crystal. I tried to type out what it says, but YouTube refuses to submit my super chat. Oh, this word might be offensive. This word? It might be a thing. Or this word? I don't know. But thank you. If you didn't hear earlier, it's from the podcast My Favorite Murder, which is a really awesome podcast you guys should check out. Okay, 80 grams of flour. Oh, I didn't get my oats out.
I feel like you should scrape the edges up here. It's like, it makes a, what do you call that? Is that the crust? Like, what do you call that little rim up there?
The ring of non-mixedness?
Yeah. Mooch is sniffer sniffing, so he approves of whatever's happening.
Yeah, usually. He's not picky, hence the name.
Yeah.
Alright, I need to get some oats out of here. So this calls for 120 grams of old-fashioned rolled oats. It does not have me putting it in the food processor, so I'm going to follow this recipe to the T. I'm not going to put this in the food processor.
Do you feel like it should be in the food processor?
I always feel like it should be. Just my personal preference. I don't like oats, but when I ate this pie, I loved it, so I'm just going to use my hands because they're clean. We're going to go 120 grams. It's a lot of oats.
They look like seeds. They look like pumpkin seeds.
A little bit, huh?
Can I try an oat?
Just one?
No, like, you know, like a couple oats.
It's uncooked oatmeal. Alright, that's 120 grams.
Oh, it's like not fun sugar smacks.
Is that what it's like? Alright, let me get the rest of this out of here. Amanda wants to know if I got to try the waffles from this morning. No, I did not.
I don't think I told Crystal about
I did not
yet.
get to come home for lunch because I took my lunch break to go to the chiropractor and then ended up being there for 2.5 hours. I thought like half an hour, maybe? But no, I was there forever. I've never had a chiropractor take x-rays before. That was an interesting experience, but dude knew what he was doing because I can move, nothing's pinching, I can breathe, I'm good.
Yeah, you were down for...
Oh, Dan moved the couch cushion last night and it bumped me right here, knocked the freaking wind out of me. Completely, like, I could not move or do anything. It was bad.
Yeah, when we have some downtime, I'll show you what I made this morning. Also,
Okay.
you'll have to show off your baklava.
Yes. Okay, so we want 0.5 grams of baking powder. I don't know if we're 0.5 in on here. There's no decimal. And the hard part is it wants 1/8 of a teaspoon. I don't have 1/8 of a teaspoon.
3.5, yo. Just, isn't that like 3.5 grams?
No.
If it's an 8.
No. No, Dan. No.
Hannah's got a headache. I think she should drink alcohol to fix that, right? Isn't that a remedy?
Sometimes. Okay, now it says 1. I'm not really sure how to measure when I don't have an 8.
Half of it spilled.
That's okay, because I think I was a little over. That looks like a half of a quarter. I'm going to call it. And a pinch of baking soda, it wants 0.25 grams. So we're not really going to get a lot of the properties that baking soda and baking powder normally give us. And that I have to eyeball. I can't weigh that. And 2 grams, or a half of a teaspoon of salt. Dan must have put these away because my half a teaspoons are together.
Yeah, look,
My
they're
2
all
cents.
together. Look how nice they look.
Oh, is that what you
See,
did?
and
You
then
put the
now
2 cents
you can
together?
find
That
it.
throws me off. That's not how I store them.
I used some of them today. I used all your stuff today while you weren't here.
All my stuff? Why would you guys let that happen? Disappointed. Okay, so we want half a teaspoon, which should be 2 grams. Let's see.
Amanda says, my new glasses are making me a little seasick.
Uh-oh.
That's
All right,
not
that
good.
was actually a little
That's-
under half a teaspoon. Just for those of you following along at home. Mr. Danny Dell is here. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that.
What is it? Are you baking tonight? Are you baking along? Or are you here to watch the craziness?
I'm surprised that Miss Christie's baking along. I honestly did not think anybody was going to bake along with me on this, because who's heard of this? Like, most of you don't know what this is. I guess I should stop mixing that. I'm supposed to go 2 to 3 minutes. Or 1 to 2 minutes. Yeah, most people haven't heard of this. The ingredients were a little overwhelming. It makes 2 pies. Who needs 2 pies? I'm going to see a family friend off who is moving this weekend, so I will be bringing one over there because we certainly do not need 2 of these.
Yeah. I'm excited about this. This is like, I feel like this is test night, or like, experimental night. We had box night, now we have experimental night.
Yes. Alright, so I don't know if you guys can see how, like, fluffy this came out.
It looks like
point.
hummus.
Yes, it's got a really good fluffy texture.
Can I try something?
No, because you're going to take out grams, and I can't afford grams.
Yeah.
So keep your fingers out.
I hate when you get shorted a gram, especially when it's a gram. Like, it's already...
Nobody wants their
point A.
short a gram. She needed to get that last bit mixed into there that was stuck on the sides. Brittany apologizes because she was asleep and could not control what you were doing. Chris says, sorry, I think we left Amanda in charge and she let Dan run wild. Yeah.
It was glorious. I did it.
Yeah, you like baking without me? Or cooking without me?
No, like,
Is that what you're trying to tell me?
nothing went wrong.
Oh, well that's good.
Right, weird.
That's always a good experience.
Right?
Jess just ordered furniture online without seeing it in person. That's brave, friend. You want to know a secret? My mom bought this house without seeing it in person.
Oh, right.
She bought it sight unseen. She knew it was 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and she was like, I'm in, whatever. She lucked out. The carpet was brand new. It had only been lived in for like maybe a year. It was in really, really good shape. But who the hell buys a house sight unseen?
The money pit with Tom
Right?
with Tom Hanks. I saw it. I saw what Jess ordered. It's nice. I don't know if she's keeping it a secret or not, you know. So I won't spoil it. I won't spoil the sex of the furniture. I'll keep that.
You'll tell me later.
A reveal party. Do you know after you have a reveal party, you go on a mini honeymoon for the reveal party? It's called something. It's called baby moon. That's what it's called.
Over it.
Baby moon.
No.
After you reveal.
Why are we revealing?
If it's an innie or an outie,
I'm not.
You get to go on a baby moon. Okay. Anyway, so I saw it. It looked comfortable. The item looked comfortable.
Okay, so we're adding all this. Mix for a minute until your dough comes together and any remnants of dry ingredients have been incorporated. The dough will be slightly fluffy, fatty mixture in comparison to your average cookie dough. Okay. I see that happening. I'm going to scrape the sides real quick. This is so much different than even when I make things that I haven't made before. I usually have some idea of how they're going to turn out. This is different. Like, there's nothing you can really compare this to. Maybe there is and I've just never had it or made it. But this is very different. Mr. Danny Dell started Weight Watchers, so not baking. But I'll only last a few weeks before I quit and start baking again.
You can...
Hey, at least you know, right?
Like, if you get desperate, you can always lick the screen. Like, just... You can just lick the mixer.
Your computer. Oh, hey, look, I'm blurry.
Yeah, you have to come back for it to be blurry. You just lick the mixer. It tastes like smells berries.
Shannon says someone just bought my sister's house in Sanger, California without seeing it for $345K. Oh my gosh. That's insane. Has anyone seen Sarah tonight? It's her last night as a Gearlings. How could she not be spending it with us?
This morning she stopped by. She's like, yeah, she did the cute little, I won't be here this weekend because I'll be busy. So yes. So we'll definitely be watching.
Yes.
Do we have? I have a link. Do you have a link?
She sent me the link because we don't trust you to not lose it.
Okay. But when is this happening? What time?
I think it's like 9 a.m. our time.
Oh, that early? Who gets married that early?
It's noon her time.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me figure out. Don't let me forget after this. Hold on. Alexa, remind me at 10 o'clock tonight to set up for Sarah's wedding tomorrow. I'm gonna figure out a way to like, because you wanted everybody to see it, right?
Okay. I'll remind you at 10.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I might have to like. Can I do commentary over it on the live stream?
I don't know if she would love that.
Yeah, come on. Who doesn't want to get lampooned on their wedding day?
Most people.
Come on.
I mean, I'm all in, but
maybe I'll do like a 2-minute end your dice kind of segment or something like that, you know?
I don't know that she would appreciate that.
Hey, little boy blue.
I'm interested to see once she moves in with her soon-to-be husband if he's going to be down to watch Dantics with her on Saturday nights, or if he's like, who's this buffoon?
He's got to call it because now they'll have two names on the screen.
Yeah, that's true. They can team up. They can be the new Chris and Amanda. Or Marco and Marie.
Uncle Yukon says, yeah, at 9 a.m. you should be fishing. You should be done fishing by 9 a.m.
Okay, so if you don't have a silpat, you can put this on a sheet pan and line it with parchment paper. Spray it with... It says to spray the pan and then line with parchment paper. That seems weird to me. Like, doesn't the parchment paper provide non-stick? Why would you spray it and then put parchment paper on it?
I don't know.
It's weird. We're going to use a silpat.
But that's not what it wants you to do.
Yeah, no, the other option is to use a silpat.
Oh, yeah, a slip hat.
You have to listen to all the things I read.
I was trying to read the screen, but it's so far to the side that...
Oh, my silpats are so tired. Oh, this is not it. The problem is, you commandeered my giant, not my super giant, but my next level down cookie sheet for Brussels sprouts.
Did I? Sorry.
Yeah, now it's Brussels sprouty. I still think this is...
It keeps getting blurry because my head's way over here and the screen's moved off, so it keeps trying to track my head. So I'm going to have to go back over there. I'm making it blurry for everybody.
Alright, I guess I should turn on the oven now. I was really trying to put that off because I didn't want it to be hot, but we're about there. Alright, oven's gonna go to 350. Hannah with the super chat says, well, I was gonna super chat to say I was at work and that's why Dan was allowed to use your stuff, but it was broken and now the bit's over. Oh, I still get it. Yeah, guys,
I'll show you
don't let
later.
Dan use my stuff.
I used your ingredients.
And my measuring spoons and put them away wrong?
They were clean though. That counts. That
Jury's
counts
still
for,
out.
That counts for something.
Alright, so we're gonna plop, this is the technical term, plop the cookie dough in the center of the pan and with a spatula, spread it out until it's a 1/4 inch thick. The dough won't end up covering the entire pan and this is okay. Alright, I'm actually gonna get my big silpat just to be sure because I'm not sure how big this is gonna get. Sorry, bear with me. I'm learning right along with you guys on this one. Alright. This is the part where like, oh, it's time to like make a thing and I'm scared I'm gonna screw this part up. So we're gonna make it a 1/4 inch thick. We're gonna bake it for 15 minutes until it resembles an oatmeal cookie, caramelized on top and puffed slightly but set firmly. Then we're gonna cool it completely. Also, Miss Christine, anybody else making this, if you don't want to make the 2 pies or if you want to make it but not put it together right away, you can wrap this in plastic and the oat cookie will keep fresh in the fridge for up to 1 week. So you can make one and then wait a week and make the other one.
Nathan says, what's up, Dan and Crystal? Dude, we're making MikbarPie?
That we are.
I'm so excited.
All right, I have to plop it into the center because that's
Let's
what it
hear
said. Plop.
All right.
Not terribly ploppy.
Yeah, you know.
I feel like it has to be more liquid for a plop sound. Whew, it is warm in here.
Yeah, here, let me get you.
Yeah, I'm done with dry ingredients. We can have the fan back. I'm really bad with measurements as far as like distance and height and stuff. You want to grab me a ruler so I can see what a 1/4 inch is? Because I'm really bad with
Like, do you want like a picture page ruler or do you want like a tape measure?
Give me the ruler, like the brown stick ruler. So, again, this does not have to be exact as far as any sort of shape goes, because we're going to crumble this up later in the recipe. We're just trying to cook this now for the crust.
You're not going to talk about how that was Lori Ingalls' ruler?
Rulers don't break. Like, I've had that since I was a kid.
I think this was Einstein's, like, original ruler.
It's
It
got
didn't even
history.
have a name.
It's got history.
Oh my gosh.
I used that in my algebra class.
How many hands has this thing slapped? Look, it's still got
It's
that.
about to
it's
be
still got that
yours.
metal edge.
It does.
Oh my
Yeah, I
gosh.
take care of my things. Hey, keep that handy.
So gross.
Yeah, I think we're good. You freeform it. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a shape because we're going to cook this until it's cooked and then let it cool and then we crumble it up to make the pie crust. This is not the pie crust. This is an ingredient in the pie crust. Told you guys, this is not like a normal pie. Part of what has kept me from making it because it's not a standard ingredient thing. It's not a standard baking technique. It was kind of intimidating, not gonna lie. As much as I bake all kinds of things, some things are intimidating, and this is one of them.
This is our fun. This is our testing the limits.
Yes.
Push you to the limit.
Limit. Where did my spoon rest go?
Spoon rest.
Oh, there it is. Alright, we got another minute or so till that is heated up and I can put this in there. Hannah's going for alcohol. Get the good stuff, friend. Don't get Four Loko. How would you explain how would you explain the taste of this pie? Charlotte wants to know.
Yeah, let's visually look at it again.
I don't know how to explain it. It's buttery. It's like creamy. It's oatmeal-y because of the crust. Marco says, add coffee creamer. I am not messing with this recipe. Future pie, I may like experiment with things, but
Yeah, I did this morning with the waffles.
yes, something like that you can. I am trying to replicate the product from the Milk Bar pie, from the Milk Bar bakery. I want to make that same thing. David says, I get it. You need a roller like Jess has that measures your rollout. Yes, but I don't think that would work for this because it's so sticky. It's not a rolling dough, so it would get too sticky.
Are you using this again?
Hannah with the super chat says, I drank half that Four Loko, then tossed it. Couldn't do it. Don't blame you, friend.
Or the washable?
Yeah, I need to. That's going to be for the filling. Did you add almond extract? No, I did not. I don't even have it out today. I made sure to be careful for that. Look, hopefully, can't say never, but hopefully I will never make that mistake again on the show. After I did it once, I tried to check a little bit more carefully with my ingredients. Ken says, Dan, you did a good job this morning.
It was so fun. It was so rewarding.
Maybe I'll go back and rewatch it.
I did it. I didn't expect to do it, and I did it. Like,
you wash it with soap?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can tell because there's still soap in there.
That's how you know that there's soap.
Yeah,
in
we
there.
don't want it to taste like soap though.
Yes. Yeah, it was so fun, and I loved it. I wasn't intimidated by the size of it, and it was good.
Good to know.
It was so good. I replaced half the milk with the creamer, and it tasted like the thing I wanted it to.
Yeah.
I'll show them to you in a minute, or like in a little bit.
Okay.
Whenever you're all done there, I'll show them.
Lovely Yukon says, almond extract locked in drawer. Yeah, it should be. Marco wants to know what I'm drinking. Just water tonight because I don't want to get too buzzed to follow the recipe. Maybe I can have a celebratory drink at the end. We will see how it goes, but I need to nail this recipe. I have talked about Milk Bar Pie so much to Dan, to Blake, to the people I'm going to see on Sunday who will be trying it. I need to make sure that I nail this. This has to be perfect.
And if you're joining us on twitch.tv and Facebook, hello everybody. Denmark Viking says, I want to go to school for massage therapy, but people are discouraging me because they say most prefer females, as more females are in massage therapy, but a lot of people say they prefer males.
I would prefer a male because of the strength they would have.
Yes, all my friends at the bike shop would prefer the males because of the strength in their hands. That's not to say that women don't have strength, but
I think a lot of
it's
women
more
maybe
strength.
wouldn't want men to be touching them.
Right.
But I would prefer, like, if I got a knot that needs to be taken out, like, even, like, I went to the chiropractor today. I'm happier that it was a guy that had a little more strength, because guys are naturally stronger for the most part.
But I mean, but either way, like, if you can fix it,
Look,
then you can fix it.
If there was a woman there and she fixed me, I would be just as happy. But I feel like guys have a little more strength, and I would be happy with a guy masseuse. Okay, I need to stick this in the oven. This is going to go for 15 minutes, or until it resembles an oatmeal cookie, caramelized on top and puffed slightly, but set firmly.
And this is our crust, right?
No, this is the ingredient for our crust.
Okay, right. And if you guys are on Twitch or on Facebook, if you go to youtube.com/RFS Dan, you can hop in the chat there. That's where everybody is right now. Everybody's in the YouTube chat. Thank you very much.
Brittany thinks Dan hid the vodka because of last week. Aw. No, I think the next night Dan was asking me to make him a vodka drink. Dan was surely happy with his creations this morning. That's good.
I was
That's
so
awesome.
stoked. I was so stoked.
Hold on. Tristan's making lasagna, but her boyfriend bought the wrong noodles.
How does...
They're literally called lasagna noodles.
Can we see? Can you send us
like,
a picture?
It's not like I'm making some weird thing that takes this kind of noodle. You're making lasagna that takes lasagna noodles. How did he mess that up?
You're gonna have to send us a
Here's
pic.
the trick, Tristan. Here's what I do when I need Dan to go get me something at the store that's not basic. Look, honestly, I even do it sometimes when it's like a loaf of bread, because one time he came home with Wonder Bread, and I don't like Wonder Bread. Take screenshots. Google the item on the internet, preferably the same brand that you want, because a lot of times, not all guys who do not do as much shopping as women do, Have not memorized the store, do not necessarily know the brand. I asked Dan to go get me some grated Parmesan, because in my head, grated Parmesan, that's the one I get. It's like what you put on a Caesar salad, right? The little sticks. That's my grated Parmesan. You know, I never look at the actual wording. Apparently, he went and looked at all the wording, and he got the grated Parmesan, which was powder, and it was not the one I wanted. What I actually wanted was shredded Parmesan. So I have learned to go find the exact item I want, take a picture of it, send it to him, and then he has learned to take pictures of every item he wants to buy. I was going through trying to find a photo he sent me the other day and going through all the photos he had sent me. It's almost all groceries and shopping carts where he shows me everything he's purchased to make sure it's the right one.
Are you talking about me?
No.
I missed it.
No.
Oh my gosh.
David says, just some guys. I would get the right noodles. Yeah, I feel like most people wouldn't screw up getting lasagna noodles for lasagna. That's kind of a skill there. I'm a little bit impressed.
Here's the thing, Tristan, if you can hear me. Here's the thing.
Sending him back to Walmart.
It just make whatever it's called. It's just called whatever the noodles are. So just make whole grain spaghetti.
Tristan says that whole grain noodles are gross. You know what? I don't notice the difference once you put the things on it and stuff. I don't notice the difference.
Well, what if they were in sheets? Like, what if they were lasagna sheets?
I don't know whether a lasagna was whole grain when we made lasagna, but no, I just get the whole grain or like the vegetable one because you don't notice. I don't, at least. Maybe some people have a more sophisticated palate. I don't know. Theo says, I have to do that for my mother when I go cook/bake at her place for holidays or parties. Yep. Uncle Yukon says, sometimes I'll take an empty wrapper of what I want or clip the label off or the end of a box. Yes. That helps too. Oh, are we waffling?
Yeah, check out what I made
They
today.
look like Eggos.
Right.
They legit look like Eggos.
They look like Eggos, and even the first one came out like this.
Nice.
They're so cool. That one I might have gnawed on a little bit.
Just a little
but check
bit?
them out. I made them a. I don't know if they smell like.
It's simultaneously crusty on this side and soggy on this
Right.
side.
Isn't this great? You can juggle them too.
No, you can't.
You know, they're fun. Don't worry, these are stunt waffles.
Yeah,
These
nobody's eating these.
You know, I left them in the microwave when I went and ran on my errands and I got 100 degrees.
And they're
but
half
oh my
crusty,
gosh,
half
look
soggy.
at rate my waffle.
I'm impressed. They legit look like...
None of them are blue.
No, they are not. They legit... I mean, you could have done a little more filling because you do have some holes here. So a little bit
the
more,
first one I did too much filling.
a little bit more batter would fill those holes. But when you walked up with the first one, like the shape and size, those are some Eggos.
I know, right? I did
I'm impressed.
it. It was so fun. I didn't put anything on there, like on the non-stick thing at all. All right, I'm gonna go play with them.
Take this one with you.
Whoa.
David said, whoa, bro, no.
Oh my gosh! Well, I guess that one will live there forever.
Go get it. David says you have to walk Dan through the shopping experience. Oh yeah, some of you guys have done that. Actually walked him through the shopping experience. BRM Bug says, Dan, I just tweeted a pic at you. Could you show it to Crystal, please?
Oh yeah.
BRM Bug also says you could pop them in the toaster and they'd be fine. Not now that we've thrown them across the house. Oops. Roll them across the floor, then play frisbee. Food fight. Nope, that's as fighty as the food gets. Only when I instigate. He even put the hot sauce in one. Ew. Ew, hot sauce waffle? Hey Dan, because he doesn't pay attention to me unless I say his name first. Hey Dan.
Yeah.
Hot sauce waffle?
I took a what's a mouth paper clip called? A toothpick.
A mouth paper
I couldn't
clip?
remember what that was called. I took a toothpick and I stuck it inside the scorpion sauce and I mixed it in like the one amount's worth of it, and it had a nice little tingle to it. I loved it.
I'm gonna have to ask Blake what he thought of it.
Yeah, I think he thought it was just waffles. Meh.
Was he not disappointed?
He said meh.
Chris says thrown, still cool. The toaster would make them great. Hey, boys might eat it. I would not. All right, let's see what's going on here.
Let's BRM Bug say.
The last of the pantry items at Mary's. I should probably throw these out. Most have an expiration date between 2005 and 2011. The ones that don't have dates are probably okay.
Does that beat?
Are they all pickled items?
They're all pickled items. So, but
Interesting.
that's still a long time. Although it doesn't beat the cream cheese.
Yeah, when my dad passed away and we went to go clean out like his fridge and stuff, he really liked cheesecake, but not really cheesecake. It was like cheese flavored cake. It was like the bootleg version of cheesecake. And so he would buy cream cheese to make cheesecake apparently every year and never make cheesecake because there was at least 6 years worth of cream cheese. And like when you buy cream cheese, it doesn't expire right away. It's good for a while, but there were I want to say at least 6. Yeah, would you say at least 6 packages of cream cheese? One for every year. Like one had expired every year for the years before he passed, and he just never made cream cheese. It was interesting. Guys, it's warm in here.
It was a Yule log. Oh, let me get you some fans going.
I can kind of feel it.
It's, you know what it is? It's the oven.
I've got the oven behind me and a fan
let me
in front of
open
me.
this a little
I'm
more.
cooking.
I'm trying to get it so the air is pulling through this way and pulling that out.
Okay, so we're about halfway cooked there. We need to make the filling, but here's the thing. We need to let that cool completely before we can do anything with it. I had thought about making that part of things last night. I was in a lot of pain last night, and I completely forgot all about it, so that did not happen. But we're going to have to let that cool completely. I'm hoping I can take it off of there and put it on a cooling rack so it'll cool faster. The filling does not cook. Oh, it says you can save your egg whites for peanut butter nougat or pistachio cake, or cook them up for your doggies for a shinier coat. Too bad I don't have dogs.
Cat dog.
Marco says, fire up the central air. We don't have central air. We have a swamp cooler and fans.
Yeah.
Beer and Bug inherited this trailer from their great Aunt Mary and has cleaned out stuff over the years, but you should see the crud floating around in the bottom of those jars. Oh, toss them, bro. Toss them. Done with it. You don't take your chances. It's not worth it. Not worth it. Let's check on this and see how this is doing. Okay, it's giant. I'm glad I put it on the larger sill pack because it has expanded. Fire up the swamp cooler. Yes, it has been going all day. You can only do so much when it's in the 90s outside, so we try. Would you ever get a dog if you wanted? We're not really dog people. It's just not really our thing. Cats.
I would probably get a golden retriever or maybe a lab. Those are the two I would get.
If we got a dog, I would get a real dog.
I
wouldn't. I can't with the tiny dogs. Like, I grew up having full-size dogs. We had a dog. We were told it was half husky, half wolf. I don't know how real that is, but it did have blue eyes, and like looking back, he did look kind of husky.
Yeah, but so do I.
That's a different kind of husky. We had like full-size dogs. My dad had a black lab Airedale like in his late teens, and we had that all until I was a teenager. Like, that dog was old as heck. We had big full-size dogs. I would definitely want one of those. Where we live, you're not allowed to have big full-size real dogs. So certainly not while we live here. We would not. Our cats do not take to dogs very well, so we'd have to like be done having cats. I don't see us becoming dog people. It's not really our thing.
If we did though, like, what would you get? I would get a lab. I would get a lab.
I
think maybe a golden retriever.
I really love mini schnauzers, even though they're tiny little dogs. I think they're so adorable. But look, you got to take dogs outside to poop and pee, and you got to take them on walks, and they try to get into everything. And cats for life, bro. Cats for life. Hannah with the super chat and back. Heard something disheartening. Crown isn't distributing right now because they were closed so long they ran out of liquor. Oh my gosh. I heard boba balls were in scarcity right now because they weren't able to be shipped over during the Panama Canal thing and stuff was happening and we were going to be running out of boba. So yeah, apparently that happens. Misty fan named Jen is here. Hi everyone. Hi Dan and Crystal. Hello Misty fan named Jen. Aaliyah's gonna go out and buy a bottle of Crown right now after this because it's running out. My mom I think has 3 or 4 in her cupboard because that was my dad's other favorite thing.
Great, they're going there next.
Besides cream cheese was Crown. So there's definitely a few in there. Hannah says, I was shocked I didn't even go to get Crown, but I bought some anyway. Yeah, how could you not? Now it's scarce, you have to. Yeah, y'all live in the desert. If you had to go walk a dog in the middle of the summer, you'd both melt. Yeah, absolutely not. I can't imagine.
Oh, I can't eat it.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
It's so hot out.
Ugh.
It was bad.
So
Bad today. It was really hot. Marco's starting a GoFundMe to get you guys a cooler for inside. We're working on trying to figure out the best option.
Here's the thing. I want to get one of those split level DIY coolers, but I don't know how to get it, and like I don't know how to wire it up. That's my problem. Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Right. That's the biggest problem.
That's the biggest
Also, you have to cut a hole in the wall.
It's not a hole. It's like it's literally just like a little hole.
It's not a hole. It's literally like a hole.
Here's your option.
Did you listen to yourself?
We're gonna cut a hole in the wall, or you're gonna see me fly through the wall like the Kool-Aid Man in rage and heat this year, as I wither away to nothing.
You get so angry when you talk about the heat. Dang. Glares from the backside of the camera.
What kind? Do it.
I can't. I have my own glare. That was a Dan glare.
Let's see your glare.
No, I'll glare at you later. Don't you worry.
Yeah, Crystal's glare lasers are like Cyclops from X-Men. What's happening in there?
Still a little gooey. Oh, it's hot.
It is hot. It is a fan.
Marco says YouTube teaches you. Chris says the wiring isn't so bad, and if you wire it backwards, it only catches on fire, so no big deal.
Is that better?
Yeah, I'm good. Brittany says after the water faucet, get someone who knows what to do.
Yeah, right? See, that's what I'm saying.
Hannah says, if only you knew people who worked with electronics for a living. If only some of them lived closer to us. Jess, that's cute. It sucks when it's 80 outside and 80 in the house. You know what sucks worse? When it's in the 90s or 100s outside and it's in the 80s or 90s in the house. It's so awful. BR Bag wonders if you could get a unit that would replace the swamp cooler. We were looking into that as well. There are some options. We're just trying to look into. Here's the thing. Swamp coolers cost pennies to run. When it's hot in the summertime, we run the swamp cooler literally 24/7 because it does not affect our bill at all.
That's not the problem. You know what the real problem is? I have no idea what I'm doing. I just need the right one to be in the right spot so I'm not hot anymore. I don't care if it costs $1 million.
I know you don't care.
But like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to get. I don't know what to get.
Right, that's fine, and we're looking into it. What I was saying though is my hesitance is that getting a air conditioner will increase our electric bill by quite a bit.
That happens.
There's not a lot of room in the budget, Dan.
Yeah.
That does feel better the way you aimed that because it's blowing the swamp cooler air.
Yeah, you feel it.
AC through the window. We have sideways windows, and none of them are. They work better when it's up and down. I know
Yeah.
you can do it with a sideways opening window, but you have to put like wood or something on the top. But outside of all our windows is not a good place to have a big unit hanging off the outside. So we're
like
looking into it.
We have single pane windows.
Yes, our windows are also not very
Those
strong.
aren't very strong.
No, not at all. So yeah, we're working on it. We're trying to figure out the best option.
Yeah.
Dan's crying in the meantime.
Oh yeah.
Husky Tails and Sour Patch say hi. Just got home. Sorry. No need to apologize, friend. We're making MikbarPie. We've got the ingredient for the pie crust in the oven cooking right now. Once that's done, we have to let that cool completely, and then we'll start making the filling that's going to go inside of it. Then we'll construct everything, and I don't think it goes in the oven after that. I think we're done with the oven. Let's see. We mix all this stuff, use the filling right away. Oh yes, we do put it in the oven. Once we construct it, we do put it in the oven. So what this recipe actually called for, I believe, was 10-inch MikbarPies. I don't have 10-inch pie pans. I was looking to see, I have 3 or 4 pie pans, and I was looking to try to see if I could get like some disposable 10-inch ones. That was not an option anywhere that I could find or to get online here in time. So we're just gonna make these 9-inch ones. They're going to be a little bit thicker than the actual MikbarPie, but I'm sure it'll still be good. They make portable AC units just to have a good spot to vent it out. Yeah, we had one. Dan's mom bought us one at one point in time, and because we couldn't mount it in the window, we just had it like up against the window, and we built up like cardboard around it to make sure the heat didn't come into the room, and it worked fairly well. We've done some things, but we gotta do something. Marco says, let me do some homework and I'll sponsor a cooler. Going to be mad hot this year. Yes, it is. Yeah, Dan said, like, working from home, he's like, there's no way I'm going to do another summer. So that's why we're working on it. Bjornbeck says, don't get a portable AC unit. They don't work as well as a window unit. See, there's no winning. I don't know. Husky Tails loves my shirt. Thank you so much. It is from My Favorite Murder. No holes out the window. I don't know what that means. Alexa, stop. All right, so it has been 15 minutes. Let's see what we have going on here. What's on there? I think we're good. I think this will work. So it's basically just a giant oatmeal cookie. It's getting a little crusty around the edges. It's still kind of light in the middle, but I think we're good. It wanted it. Let me look at what it says on the actual recipe. Until it resembles an oatmeal cookie, caramelized on top puffs slightly but set firmly. Okay, it's puffy, it's set. I think we're good. So we're gonna let that cool enough until I can take it off of there, and then I'm gonna try to take it off of there and put it on a cooling rack so that it will cool enough that I can do the next step. Brittany, when you're only allowed 1 cookie a day. Yeah. Margot says your electronics to stream plus 100 degrees outside equals bad day and high electric bill. Carter says hi and wants to see Dan's mohawk. Dan has stepped out of the room. I think he went to the bathroom. I don't think his hair's up today. I think it's down. He doesn't usually put it up unless he has to, like if he's doing something on camera. And, yeah, no, his hair's down today. Sorry. No mohawk today.
You can see Mohawk tomorrow on Dantix.
Yes, tomorrow on Dantix, the Mohawk will be up. The Mohawk is always up for Dantix. Dr. Detroit says, well, here I am. Was doing a convoy on American Truck Sim, and the game decided to die, so here I am. I don't know what American Truck Sim is. What?
Truck Simulator video game. Where you get to drive
what makes it American Truck Sim?
That's just the name of the. That's just the name of it. You drive diesels around, kind of like My Life So.
My Life So Far?
My Life So Far, yeah. It looks fun.
Chris is not a fan of Mike's. Oh, Mike's Heartburn Lemonade? You don't like that? Click the thing. Popping things up. Sour Patch Pack says we'll be on tomorrow so he can see it. Noelle says no portable AC unit with a hose out the window. No, Dan was looking into something that you like mount on the wall, like up high, and you drill a little hole through your house to the outside. We're just trying to figure out the logistics.
It was the Mr. Cool 3rd Gen DIY split system.
That.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
But the places where we can put it, like our driveway is outside most of that side of the house. So where do you put the unit outside there? Because there's a driveway there. We're just working on trying to figure out the logistics of it. Dr. Detroit says real trucks, real locations. Okay. That makes sense. In America, I'm assuming. Trying to, I'm stalling a little bit right now because I need to wait for that to cool before I can start. I don't want to mix the filling and not have that be ready to go.
Does the inside temperature affect?
Absolutely. The cooling?
What's happening?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm actually going to move that over here because I feel like we have more moving air this side of the room.
Do you want less moving air?
No, it's fine. What'd you do to my oven mitt? It's red.
I have my own oven mitts.
But you just use mine when you want to get dirty. Alright, so I'm going to move this over here just to try to get more air on it so it cools a little more quickly. Once it's cool enough that I can take it off of here, I don't really want to say without it breaking, but without it peeling off too much, then we can move it onto a cooling mat. We are going to break this apart. There's no intention of keeping this in one piece or anything. Theo says, I'm guessing it can't cool in the fridge. Not in my fridge. It's entirely too full in there. That's the other thing. So you guys are not going to see us eat this tonight. That's the hard part. You'll have to tune in tomorrow night to the after show of Dantix around 8 o'clock to see us actually eat it, because once you make it, let me see what it actually says. Freeze your pies for at least 3 hours or overnight to condense the filling for a dense final product. Freezing is the signature technique and result of a perfectly executed Milk Bar pie. So after I make these and the show's over, I've got to clean out enough room in the freezer to put 2 pies in there. And I don't know how that's going to happen. I don't know. Husky Tails wants to know who all is baking along. I think it's just Miss Christie. I think most other people were intimidated by the amount of butter in this and not really knowing what it was. So yeah, we just got Miss Christie, which surprised me. She posted that this afternoon, and I was pleasantly surprised to hear that somebody was going to try this along with us, and I really hope that you like it. I hope this recipe is valid and we are all successful at it and make really delicious Milk Bar pies. Close enough. It's going to hang over the edge a bit. We're still pretty warm in the middle. But we don't want this warm when we go to make the crust out of it, because that's going to affect how the ingredients go together. Can I do it? Can I do it? Haha. Done. That's my cookie. That's oatmeal-y. And don't be put off by like whatever this is going to look like or taste like, because it is going to be mixed with more ingredients to make the pie crust. So I'm going to leave this here so it can continue to cool. Terry is here. Hello, Terry. Thank you for joining. Terry, one of the few people who has actually had the MikbarPie that is here. She's the one who I went to visit, whose sister brought the MikbarPie for us to try. Friend, I wish you were here to try this so you could tell me and everybody else if it tastes like the real thing. Sorry I'm late. I had to get a room. Aw, sorry, friend. Okay, so important note for this, and Miss Christie, if you're baking along, you must use a stand mixer with a paddle attachment to make this filling. It only takes a minute, but it makes all the difference in the homogenization and smooth, silky final product. I repeat, not me, Christina, what's her last name? A hand whisk and a bowl or granny hand mixer will not produce the same results. Also, keep the mixer on low speed through the entire mixing process. If you try to mix the filling on higher speed, you will incorporate too much air and your pie will not be dense and gooey, the essence of MikbarPie. So, yet another reason why this recipe is so intimidating, because you can't really screw up like a cupcake. I mean, I guess you could, but not as far as how you mix it. You can mix it by hand, you can mix it in your mixer, you can do whatever you want. This one apparently is very particular in how you make it. And all I can think is like, how much effort did she have to put into practice baking? How many stunt pies were made to find out that you can't do it by hand? You have to use the mixer and you can't get too much air into it. And all these other things, it's a lot.
Topo's sleeping in the sink.
Of course he is, because it's nice and cool. Alright, there's also another note here on the egg yolks. It will be the death of your wildly dense pie filling if there is any bit of egg white in the mixture. I believe, not me, Christina, what's her last name? The easiest and best way to separate an egg is to do so in your hands. You may also use the 2 half shells to separate the eggs, but the cracked shells can tear the yolk open, which actually happened to me on my first egg, and you may not totally separate all the white. If you do this by hand, you can feel when you get every last bit of white away from the yolk. Remember to wash your hands under warm soapy water. This is why I like Christina, what's her name? For 30 seconds or more before and after you've handled raw eggs. Save your egg whites for peanut nougat, I read that part already, pistachio cake, or cook them for your dogs for a shinier coat. Mouse Queen is here. Hello, Mouse. Thank you for joining us. We are in the process of making MikbarPie. We have our giant oatmeal cookie made that will be an ingredient in our crust. This is not our actual crust, it's an ingredient in our crust. We're letting this cool right now because it has to be completely cooled, and I feel around the edges it is pretty completely cooled. So we are going to start on the egg part of things. For the filling, I'm going to wash my hands for at least 30 seconds.
Look at your stunt washing. Well, the kitty's over here.
Is she? My stunt washing?
Yeah.
No. I'm actually washing my hands.
No, but like, you don't wash your hands that long. Do you?
Yeah, sometimes, I'm about to do it right now.
Can we-
Sometimes I wash my hands and then I wash my hands again because I feel like I didn't do a good enough job.
We need a timer. We need a hand timer.
I promise you I wash my hands
We
well.
should-
And when I wash my hands, the water's actually warm.
We should have a hand timer, so that way, like, so we know when we're sanitizing. Like,
You're supposed to sing Happy Birthday twice, and I don't know who it was, but Wednesday night somebody said instead of singing like Happy Birthday to you, you sing Happy Birthday left hand, Happy Birthday left hand, and then you do it again and do it to your right hand. No. No.
You know,
Dan is not amused by that.
Dan, I'm sorry. I do the worst hand washing jobs ever of all. Like, I should wash longer.
You rinse. You
know.
splash some water around on your hands and call them clean.
No.
Dr. Detroit wants to know if we're using new lighting. It looks smoother than our last stream.
I work on it all the time.
Yeah, every time we stream, Dan works on things. So thanks, Dan. Thanks you. And I thank Dan. What else is going on? Terry says, I got some coffee creamer recipes. I don't know if you caught it this morning, Terry, but apparently Dan made some waffles in his mini waffle maker that he got and used some of the coffee creamer in there. So we're trying to find things to use it up. But yes, please send coffee creamer recipes because we don't drink coffee. Hannah with a super chat starts shaking at the mention of Mouse Queen. Someday. Tomorrow might be your day. You don't know. Missy fan named Jen says, when handling eggs, sometimes I wash my hands 3 times. Yeah, especially when it's something like contaminating or extra gross, yeah, they're super washing. But sometimes I just wash my hands and then they don't feel like I don't mentally feel like I did a good enough job, so I'll just do it all over again. Welcome to crazy. Okay, so this is the part where there's a ton of eggs. We're going with 8 egg yolks. And now the egg yolks don't go in until a little bit later in the blending, but before I do anything else, I want to crack these and get this part going. I think I'm actually going to go the other way and put my egg yolks in here, because then I can crack the eggs more easily on the edge of the bowl rather than the Tupperware. Mouse of the super chat finishes polishing 11th trophy. What do you want? Can I get? Never mind, I'll grab it.
I got it. Are you ordering something for me?
I was asking. I want something to put my
I'm
shells in.
not like bossing me around. I mean like placing an order for something.
No. I have just enough eggs in this container, but I do have more eggs that I took out, so I still need to use this container, so I didn't want to put my eggshells into that. So, she recommends using your hands. We know how I feel about eggs, but I'm gonna trust the master. She's got a bakery, I don't. Oh, you guys, this feels gross. I don't think I've ever handled a raw egg with my hands like this. Oh. Oh. What are you doing back there?
I was just watching the taco truck. It's like still light out.
Just staring longingly.
Yeah, just some guy pulled up on his little motorcycle and just watching taco truck life across the street there. I can see, like, it's perfect out the window, perfectly
This
framed.
is so gross, you guys.
What are you doing? What are you doing over here?
I'm separating my yolk from my whites.
But you never do it that way.
I know, but that's what Christina What's-Her-Name said to do.
That looks way better. It looks drier. Ew. Do you want me to, whose line is it anyway, put my hands behind yours and do it?
No, because look what you just did.
Oh, I did it. You know why? It's because you're not supposed to like pizza and drive.
You're not. Get your pizza away from my ingredients, please.
Want to bite?
No, there's meat all over it. Hannah with the super chat. Points at all of Mouse Queen's trophies. One of those, that's what I want. This is gonna be an epic battle until Hannah finally wins.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh, you guys.
You want me to do that? You can feed me pizza bites.
Oh!
Oh, this is great. I'm having this is enjoyable. She's not like, I know Crystal's trying to be a trooper. She's not happy. You got this. You got this. Hulk out. You got this. Crystal. Crystal. How many more do you have to do?
5.
Oh, shit. You're screwed. Crystal.
I'm trying not to throw up at this point.
Crystal.
You need to read the super chat.
Crystal. Mouse with the super chat looks at Hannah and looks at trophy shelf and then back to Hannah again and then back to me and then back to you. Oh. That's one heavy shelf. That is one heavy shelf. Hey, Adrian says, look, raw eggs is great for moisturizing the skin. Deep breaths, Crystal. Make Dan do it. Make Dan do it.
Dan doesn't wash his hands very well.
Hannah with the super chat. You gonna make it, Crystal. You gonna make it, Crystal. Oh, wait. You gonna make it, Crystal? That was a question mark one. You got it, Crystal. You got it. Come on, everybody. Like, cheer on Crystal in the chat. Cheer on Crystal. Put stickers in the chat.
I did not expect this to gross me out as much as it is.
We'll cheer you on with Elon Musk's stickers in the chat. Elon Musk stickers for Crystal.
I have never touched raw egg. Like, I'm very careful. Sometimes it gets on my hands, but I've never, like, grabbed a raw egg.
Crystal.
It's
Crystal,
so...
Crystal.
What's the word for it? It's like...
You're stalling.
I am, because I'm trying to get myself not to barf.
Got this.
Bear with me.
Got this.
No, Chris, I will not be oozing the egg between my fingers.
Look at it. Look at there's Elon. There's Elon. Elon, you got this.
The worst part was the one where the egg white would not separate.
Stop telling murder stories.
And it came down and then back over my fingers.
Ew, that was gross. Come on, you got this. You got this. Only 3 more to go after this. Crystal, look at Elon's helping you out. Elon's helping you out. He didn't inhale. Oh no, wait, that was Clinton. No, that didn't swallow. Inhale. One of them. Come on, you got this. You got this.
Let Mooch crack the egg. Let the cat help, right? Dr. Detroit's got things outside the box. Come on, you got this. Put on food-safe gloves. Yeah, why didn't you just put on food-safe gloves?
Because it wants you to feel when all the egg white is off of it.
Every time I put a glove on, I lost all feeling and I hated it, so I get it.
If you thought the membrane was gross to look at, it's even grosser to touch.
You got this. You got this. Can I whip these around?
No.
You got this. Oh, wait. You can't do nothing about it. Your hands are
I can
all
still
egg.
throw an elbow.
That's true.
You think I'm afraid to smack you with an egg hand?
Mm-mm. It'd be the first time I'd get like omelet in the like face.
Raw omelet?
Yeah.
Oh.
Come on, you got this. You got this. Only 2 more. Mouse Queen with the super chat. Sensei chuckled from the great beyond. Ha ha ha. That's my girl. Yeah, Hannah's gonna win, but you have to.
Oh, it's so stringy.
You're gonna have to study though, Hannah. Go, Crystal, go! You can do A-Can Dan. No, she won't let me touch it. You can do it. You can do it.
Oh.
Only 2 more? 1 more? 2 more. Only 2 more. How are you feeling right now?
Nauseated.
How do your hands feel? Moisturized?
Yes, but it's starting to dry because there's a fan on them, so it is starting to feel a little bit like crispy.
Nice, nice. You'll have smooth dishpan hands later. You can do this. You can do. You're almost there.
Almost.
You're almost there.
Sally says to get an egg separator, you won't have to touch them. Look, I could not touch them. I could use the shells. That's how I usually do it. But this recipe specifically says you want to feel and make sure all the white's off. Like, it specifically said that. I'm trying to trust Christina, what's her name, and use her exact recipe so I can make her milk bar pie.
Come on. 1 more left. 1 more left. 1 more left. You got this, Crystal.
I do not recommend separating eggs by hand.
Keep you down. You got it. You got
Oh,
it. You
did
got
you
it.
see it squirt between my fingers?
I did.
Oh.
It's got one last fight in it. You did it. You're done.
Save that box.
Okay. Okay. You did it.
Oh. I don't recommend you try this at home.
I know that was so hard for you, Crystal, for reals.
I really feel sick to my stomach. I really feel like I'm gonna vomit.
All right, I got this on. It's nice and warm. You can come wash your hands.
Oh, Jason showed up just to laugh at my purgatory.
Mouse Queen with the super chat to Hannah. This is your queen. Watch out. What if she gets like 11 in a row? Like she goes on a win streak. You know? You're not. You're like. You're so unfocused. That's great. Okay, this is nice and warm. You can wash your hands off. It's like a hand spa. Fresh new towel that nobody's ever wiped their hands on since it came out of the dryer. Oh man. You did it! You conquered your fears. That's like jumping out of an airplane for Crystal right there.
I'm still not 100% sure I'm not gonna vomit.
It's okay, and I'm pretty much 100% sure that this camera will turn into any angle you need it to turn to, so we can catch this in 1080p at 60 frames per second. I still have this brand new reward towel for
They
you.
don't feel clean enough.
Do you want a wire brush? I have a wire
do.
brush. Don't cry real tears. Don't cry real tears. You're okay. You're okay. You got this. You got this. You want to bite a baklava to make you feel better?
No, I'm gonna barf.
The baklava will make you feel
I'll
better.
never forget how that felt on my hands. This one time when I was at work and I was walking through the back and I stepped on a giant roach that I didn't know was there and I could feel it under my shoe and I'll never forget how that felt under my shoe and that's like how I'll never forget the eggs on my hand.
At Cube Smith?
No, at the print
At
shop.
the print shop?
It was a big roach and I didn't know it was there and it was gross.
You did it! I am proud of you. You did it. You did it. You did it.
F eggs, man. F them.
Oh, you did it, Crystal. Crystal, you did it. Everybody wants you to take a drink of something, but you can't drink anything
Can't yet.
We have to focus.
My stomach, no joke, you guys. I feel like someone said I needed Dramamine. Yeah.
I'm 100% telling you this right now. There was no acting in the making of that right there. Like,
Oh, I
I would
was
tell
not-
you if she was exaggerating even a percent.
I was not playing that up. I would have had the
Yes.
same reaction had there not been a camera around.
The one time that you got the bunk egg, you were just like, yeah, the same thing, but you didn't puke then. You did puke then.
The egg that was bloody inside.
Yes, but way to go, because I know that was for reals, but that, like...
I feel like I can't even make my face look, like, on for camera right now. I'm just like... Ugh.
We all laugh at your torture, just so you know.
Well, good, because we usually laugh at yours.
Yeah, just so you know.
This freaking pie better be delicious.
I'm saying.
Yeah, this doesn't take a sip of anything, not alcohol. Yeah,
Got your coffee mug.
Sorry, I know I'm on camera and you guys are watching right now, but I need a moment to compose myself. You're gonna have to read that super chat because I can't.
Super chat from Chris. Way to go, Crystal! You beat those eggs and showed them who was boss.
Oh, I'm gonna beat the crap out of them in that mixer in a minute.
Mouse Queen says, ew! This is getting baked, not getting sick with Crystal. Just put the camera on Mooch until Crystal is back well again. I can't divert from the car accident.
It was almost getting sick with Crystal. I'm still not 100% sure that it's not going to be.
I love this. You got this. You can beat this out. You can beat this out.
You know that thing, like, when you've had too much to drink and you feel like you're going to puke and you're like, just some deep breaths. I got this. The room's not spinning, but my stomach is for sure. Oh, I don't want to think about milkshakes.
Oh, Jason said, she's gonna spew. We need to see this. You know, Jason's a mod, so, you know.
Thanks for the support, bro. PJ with the super chat.
You can do this, Crystal.
Says, Crystal, I'm gonna get a chocolate milkshake from McDonald's. That made my stomach turn.
Crystal.
I need McDonald's to finish the turning of your stomach. Let's talk about something good that I ate yesterday. My mom went to Wiener Schnitzel. No, I did not eat Wiener Schnitzel because I think it's all meat products. Except she showed up at work and she called me and she said, can you come out to the car? And I'm like, yeah. She was coming in anyway, so I'm like, that's weird. She handed me a Fruit Loops milkshake. If you guys have a Wiener Schnitzel and you like milkshakes, try the Fruit Loops milkshake. A lot of cereal milkshakes, like the cereal texture is not right. I think it was Burger King had a Cinnamon Toast Crunch one. It was good, but it didn't nail it. The Fruit Loops one, I don't know what they did. It felt like they were like coated in like a sugariness on the outside. I don't know. It was way too much milkshake. I'm sure she got the smallest one because she knows you don't need that much milkshake. I had to bring it home and give the rest to Blake. But that was a really, really good milkshake, you guys. I highly recommend it if you have a Wiener Schnitzel next to you or near you somewhere. Chris says, you can beat this out. Damn, this is a family show. As Mooch lifts his leg and starts cleaning himself on camera. Thanks, Mooch. Mouse in the super chat, thank you so much, says, when I was looking for sick vibes, I didn't mean this. Yeah. I did not see that coming. I will be honest with you, I've never touched an egg in my life. I did not anticipate becoming absolutely nauseated by touching a raw egg. Did not see that coming. Oh, Steve just showed up. You missed watch Crystal try not to
He
throw
said,
up.
sorry I'm late, swamped at work right now. Quit your job, dude, this is better. Dr. Detroit, we don't need to see Crystal spew. LA Beast is the only YouTuber that can spew. LA Beast here. Don't you love LA Beast?
Have a good day. I used to tell Blake that every day when I would drop Blake off at school and he'd get out of the car and like he's a teenager and is starting to lose interest in his parents and I'd be like, have a good day, and he'd just shake his head.
Because of LA Beast.
Yes, the LA Beast. As LA Beast as I could get with my voice. Mouse Queen, hashtag bombcam.
What about Von Kong?
Oh,
We can go to
that's
Von
what would
Kong.
happen if somebody else vomited first.
Von
I would
Kong?
follow suit. I can't talk about food right now, so I will talk about that.
You good? You good?
I think I'm good.
You good? Yeah. Woo!
Okay.
I feel like you were like a Johnny Knoxville and you got kicked between the zipper on a Jackass skit, and now you've like recovered at the end of the bit, and we're good. We're good. That's a wrap.
I'm still working my way back to recovery, but I think I've passed the worst of it.
Oh
I
my
just
gosh.
need to,
I really hope that's gifable. I really hope that's gifable. Steve, Crystal had to like crack a few eggs.
No, I had to separate the whites from the yolks by hand because the recipe said that was important to do. And I have never touched a raw egg before in my life. That is disgusting and I will never do that again. Even if I make this again, I will not do that again. That was one time only.
Oh my
ever.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so the cookie is cooled. I'm gonna set this aside because I don't think we need the air on it anymore. It's just gonna make it harder and crustier.
Mouse Queen with the super chat. I do not wish to toss my cookies, LOL, unless, and if they're homemade cookies. I got in trouble last time I tried to toss the cookies. No, wait, that was a chicken patty. or a bread.
Yes,
I'm lucky I'm allowed back in the kitchen. Can I take the first ruler back to the...
Yes,
the drawer?
you can take Jesus' ruler back.
Uh-huh. Oh my gosh.
Alright. Back to baking, you guys. We're going to mix sugar, brown sugar, milk powder, corn powder, and salt. So, I have my milk powder. I need to make my corn powder. So, I'm going to weigh this first and then throw it in my food processor. Can you grab that out while I do this part of things?
Yeah, don't you have a new food processor?
It's in the box still.
What the
I just need... That's too big. It's too much for what I need right now. Okay, so for the corn powder, we're going to use 24 grams. Yes, Missy Fan named Jen, they do sell egg separators. I do know. I usually just use the eggshell. I don't have a problem. I usually don't crack the yolk. I don't have a problem separating eggs that way. I only did it that way because it specifically recommended that you did it that way. Don't eat the pillow pack that apparently comes in here.
Oh, that one looks good.
All right, so what was it again? 24 grams.
Hey Steve, I clean all of it up 100% of it.
All of what?
All of the cat yuck.
Yeah, I gag if I have to clean up cat
yuck.
Cat yuck.
Cat yuck. Oh.
Did you say Jesus ruler? Yeah, because my mom has this shovel that's like, Dan says it's Jesus's shovel because it's so old. Like it was literally Jesus's.
Dude, the ruler's so old it doesn't even have all the numbers yet because they weren't done being invented before they made the ruler. They're like, they got the 6 and they're like, well, we need a ruler, and they're like, all right, and then they made more numbers later, like on the 3rd or 4th day or something like that. Like, so you know, so it's old. I'm really surprised it's Dan. Everybody, sorry. That's my cue. I see my cue.
All right, 24 grams, a quarter cup. I wasn't gonna measure that because this is whole corn kernels that are freeze dried. This is how I'm making the corn powder. You guys can buy corn powder, but it's a little pricier. This was cheaper, and I have a food processor.
Looks like corn nuts.
Do you want to try one?
No.
I think they're snackable. Wait, don't try out of here because I measured. It's freeze dried vegetable. I mean, it's sweet corn. Maybe they're good. You know what? Cats like corn. Hey, Mooch.
Oh, that is jamming.
Do you want a corn?
Crystal.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, they're like what puffs are those? Not kicks. Corn puffs. Corn pops.
Yeah.
Yeah, corn
Mooch
pops.
is down for it too.
Oh my
He's like,
gosh,
heck yeah.
they were more like. Oh, I'm spitting them everywhere. They're more. They were like fluffy. They're like. Oh, you have to try one.
I'm not eating anything.
Oh,
right
that's
now.
right, because of the egg incident.
Yeah, I'm good.
Corn nuts? No, they weren't like corn nuts. They were like fluffy, like foam.
Like corn puffs.
Like corn puffs. Yeah, but they look like corn nuts.
Jason said the ruler's got Roman numerals on it.
It does. That's a better joke. Yeah, that's a better joke. There it is.
All right, can you turn it down?
hold on.
The food processor is a really high pitched noise, so we just turn down the microphone so we don't kill all you guys. Alright, I think we're pretty darn powdery here. Yeah, I would say so. That worked quite well. Let me get this into a bowl. Dan just let me know that Marco sent a Venmo super chat for support. Thank you so much, Marco. Thank you for the support and for always watching what we do. We appreciate it.
At some point when we're all allowed to just like hang out freely again, like you guys will have to like come over and
Yeah, we've only, well, because you know Marco from school, like when you were a kid. Marco's wife is friends with the girl that used to have my job that's friends with my mom. Angel,
Okay.
right? So like, we met them, well you knew Marco already, but we met them at one of my mom's birthday parties or something. That's the only time we've ever hung out in real life as adults.
Was I surprised? Like, oh my god, you're here?
I think so. I
think
don't
so,
know
too.
if you knew that
But
he was there.
we have too much stuff every time we make the stuff. That's the thing. We have too many snacks.
Yeah, come over
We
and
have
get
too much
snacks anytime, Marco, Marie.
Yeah.
Come on by.
Or if you want to trade me for some of that barbecue you do in the summer, you know?
Because Dan's still learning how to barbecue.
Yeah, or do you know how to hook up electric stuff to the wall?
We will feed you pie and cakes and cookies if you can come help hook up electrical stuff. Okay, I need that fan off of me because I'm back to dry ingredients. Mouse Queen with the super chat. Instead of the noodle incident, we have the egg incident. Yes, it's true. Steve says 91 people show up to Dan and Crystal's. You know, I would say probably half of you guys that are watching out of the 92 now. By the way, if you guys like what you see, please hit that thumbs up. If you like having seen me almost vomit into my egg separation, hit that thumbs up. It really does help the show. But I would say about half the people who watch very rarely, if ever, comment in the chat. Most of you guys who show up in the chat, like, I feel like I know you well enough. I wouldn't be offended if somebody, like, popped by the house.
Please don't pop by the house.
Please don't pop by. Look, I don't like anybody coming by my house unannounced.
Please don't.
Just so you know.
Please don't say that.
No.
No, I love all you guys, but like, no, don't say that.
No.
No.
Yeah, I usually don't answer the door. If somebody knocks on the door and I don't know who's coming, I don't answer the door.
If you know me in real life, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so we need sugar, brown sugar, milk powder, corn powder, and salt in the bowl of the stand mixer fitted with a paddle. So here is our corn powder.
Look, Jess, be careful what you wish for. Jess knows firsthand. That's why I'm like, don't say that. Don't say that. It's all fun until it's not.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't open the door. I don't. Like,
It's not.
even though like the UPS guy comes and we don't open the door. People have shown up that we know, but we're not expecting them. We don't open the door. All right, how much milk powder? It says 1/4 cup, so let's measure it out and see what that weighs. We want 20 grams. See, the weighing has to be a better way because both the milk powder and the corn powder call for 1/4 cup. One says 20 grams, one says 24 grams. So one of them's got to be off by a bit. And this one was the 20 grams. Okay, yeah, that's definitely off. I have that much left.
Like extra?
Yeah, I measured 1/4 cup. Like I measured that, I filled that up. Ooh, look can you see what it's doing on the edge? It's like staticky and sticking out. I don't know if it's showing up. You can see it here, yeah?
Here, let me have the...
Oh, it's like Wooly Willy. It's like sticking straight out, like staticky. That's really weird. Mouse with the super chat says, definitely more of a plan ahead person. No worries, LOL. Yeah, I'm like, let's plan ahead like a week. I don't even want to be like, when people are like, hey, you want to hang out tomorrow? No, I'm busy. Like, I need a week to prepare. That's the introvert in me. I have to like work myself up to being social. Sorry if that sounds rude to anybody, but that's how I am. Amanda says, Chris and I will also announce when we come. I still might come to your neighborhood and just start yelling your name. Hannah might be absent from the chat the rest of the night. This headache is getting bad. Oh, I'm sorry, friend. Black Rockstar is here. It says, hi, everyone. Hello, Black Rockstar. Like, Black Rock? Like Black Rocks? What? Okay. Milk powder, corn powder. We need sugar and brown sugar. The sugar is going to be 1.5 cups. That's a lot of sugar. I am just not even going to... I don't trust... I should, because Miss Christie is baking along. I should give her an idea of how far off these measurements are. So
She's probably like an hour ahead of you.
probably I talk a lot, and you know the eggs derailed me quite a bit. Quite a bit. Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be one of the most memorable moments ever.
I did not expect that. No joke. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, I have to do this, and it's gonna suck. I did not expect that.
It was
to
like
affect me
egg
like
vana.
that. Yeah,
It was the egganine.
It was bad. Okay, so it says 1.5 cups, 300 grams. Let's see what that gets us. There's 1/2 cup. There's something blue in here.
Ooh, can I have it?
It was probably Takis.
Oh my gosh, it could have been. Did you put it in the sink?
Yeah.
How big was it?
All right, so the 1/2 cup is already 111, so I know it's going to be erring on the side of more. That's 215. So even my 1/2 cups aren't measuring the same. But, you know, I just kind of wiggle it till it seems flat. Mouse with the super chat says, Hannah, all jokes aside, feel better, friend. Aw. See, there's love here. I don't know, I just tossed it.
How big was it?
Like a crumb? Okay, so we want to get to 300 grams. Kitty keeps running in and out of the bedroom. Does she have food and water in there?
I'm
What
gonna
does
check
she-
it out right now.
She needs something, clearly, because I keep seeing her run in and out. Okay, so again, that's how much I have left over. So weighing is definitely going to be key here, I think. So that's 300 grams of sugar, and then we need 180 grams of light brown sugar. And that was 3/4 cup. Quarter cup out already? I guess it did not.
I can't get water out of the sink because there's a cat sleeping in it.
Sometimes that happens. Alright, 3/4 cup, tightly packed. I anticipate this one will be over a little bit. Like, we'll need to add a little bit more because that's what happened with the last part of it. Yeah, that gives me 44 grams. I need 180. I don't know how tightly they're packing it with a sledgehammer, a jackhammer. Hannah with the super chat says, thanks for the well wishes, everyone. Nothing but love here. We might all give each other some hard times, but nothing but love here. Mel says, oh sure, on the trivia battlefield there will be blood, but make no mistake, there's still love.
Trivia battlefield.
David said, this is a good community that Dan and Crystal have brought together. Yeah, I agree. I think so. Okay, so my 3/4 cups gets us to 141 grams. I'm still eating pizza. We need to get to 180 grams. For some reason, the last few times, my sugar has had, like, big, hard rocks in it that I can't break up.
That's the sugar lumps. My lumps. My lovely sugar lumps.
Is that what it is?
Check it out. Yes.
Crystal the Animal Lover says, you're doing great, Crystal. I'm trying. Still a little nauseated.
You're good. I love this. You're doing great. You're doing great. Dan, if you run the water, the cat will move. Nope. That is not true.
Nope. Not Topo. He's pretty indestructible. All right, I'm just going to go through here because I have had a lumping issue, and I'm going to make sure that I don't have...
You're delumped.
And this is a separate bag than the last bag that I had issues with, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe there's something up with my container. Maybe I should... I have that little terracotta thing in there to help keep it moist. Maybe something's wrong with that, and it needs to be re-moistened. I love brown sugar. It's like that kinetic sand when you do this, and then it just keeps moving all by itself.
Yeah, Foxy Koala, he's doing good. Blood work is great, but they said if he doesn't start eating, they're gonna have to check for pancreatitis.
Pancreatitis.
Pancreatitis. Oh, I hope your pupper's doing
Pobrecito.
better. Yeah. Mouse Queen with the super chat. Press his suit. Wait, does the suit get dirty? Cause you spend a lot of the time pressing your suit. Do the suits get dirty?
She's getting the wrinkles out of it. Gotta look sharp.
Press the suit. Oh, what, Dano? Do you prefer, I don't know, hot seats? Why does it gotta be the hot seat? Maybe I like it ice cold. Maybe ice cold gets me. Press the suit. I can just, it seems so starchy. It's so stiff and starchy.
BR Bug says, sift the sugar in the sifter. That would probably be smart, but, you know, look how far I am already.
You want the sifter?
No.
It's like in Go-Go Gadget reach.
It is, but I'm like more than halfway through this. But thank you for the suggestion. That is a good idea. If there's a cat in the sink, get liquid plumber down that sink.
You couldn't even get it.
That cat is huge.
It's filling up the whole sink. The whole sink. There's no like. I'll come back with a photo. I'll go fetch a photo.
And send it to people randomly, or
No,
you just
I already sent the random photo for the night.
Did you? When do the eggs come into play? At the end of that's part of the filling. So once I add all of this stuff, we start with the dry ingredients, then we'll add the wet. Those will be at the end. I just didn't want to have to stop the mixing to separate the eggs because I knew that was going to be, I didn't expect it to be as time consuming and make me absolutely sick, but I knew that was going to take some time, so I did not want to have to stop the mixing to do that. I wanted to kind of have that prepped and ready to go. All right, sugar, brown sugar, got those. Milk powder, corn powder, and salt. 6 grams of salt. So it calls for kosher salt specifically. I have kosher salt, but it's coarse, and I don't know that I want to use coarse kosher salt. Those of you who know more than I do about things like that, should I use the coarse one because it's kosher, or should I just use my normal sea salt because it's not big, giant, coarse salt? Let me know what you guys think. I'm waiting for Dan to come back for the things that are going on here that relate to Dan. Apparently he's having a whole ass photo shoot with the cat. Foxy Koala says sea salt. Oh, Amanda says I'm getting sympathy sick to my stomach, but mine just started and it's not real good. Oh. Jim, yes, changing mouse to moose might be a good idea. He is kind of moosey. Oh man, one of the guys that I work with has a brother who, like, I'm friends with him on Facebook and have been for years because my mom's worked there forever. And he got a dog, and he brought his dog in a while back, like a few months ago, maybe like beginning of the year-ish time, maybe end of last year. And he brings in this cute little puppy, and it's got the softest fur ever, and I just love it. It's so adorable. He brings the dog in today. The dog is now 8 months old. You guys, I could pet the dog like this. It is a huge dog. He said he did the DNA test. He's waiting a few more weeks for the DNA test to come back to find out what kind of dog this actually is, because it's supposed to be St. Bernard. What else did he say? Poodle? Which, I mean, what kind of poodle? Are there giant poodles? Is that a thing? Like, I'm petting the dog's head like this. It was the biggest dog I've ever seen in real life. It was insane.
Mouse Queen with the super chat. To be fair, Hot Seat is also slain for the electric chair. So now we're talking electrocutions. I like that. I'm down for that. Kind of like Raiden. Mortal Kombat!
Okay.
Which I didn't get to watch yet.
Jim's comment is for you as well.
Jim says, I can't hear the words Hard Times without busting into the classic Dusty Rhodes promo of the same name. Them Hard Times Blues, Daddy. That's my best Dusty Rhodes. And I only got that from Cornette. But I guess so.
Okay, so Foxy Koala says sea salt. Scott says, if it says kosher salt, do kosher. Bjorn Bug says use the kosher. Kosher salt is coarse. That's standard. Like, I don't have specifically coarse. Miss Christie, who of course is ahead of me, says mine's in the oven. Don't know how it's going to turn out. This was challenging for sure, but fun. I'm assuming you looked up the recipe ahead of time because they were very specific about when you cook this in the oven, about what you have to do for the oven part. I'm hoping you already read through that part. You're gonna cook it for 15 minutes and then open the oven door and reduce the temperature and let it go like 5 more minutes and then close the door and let it go 5 more minutes. This is the part where it gets technical that is really intimidating to me. I can mix ingredients. That part is really intimidating.
You got this. We have directions. We have directions.
I'm trying here. Hang on. Dr. Detroit says try pink salt. Pink salt has a better taste and is better for you than normal salt. Okay, but
we just bought some.
We did, but I'm trying to go with the recipe, so I want to know if I should use the sea salt that I always use for baking, or if I should use the coarse kosher salt.
I would think the thinner the salt, not the thicker the salt. Otherwise,
Theo says to run the coarse kosher in the processor a wee bit.
What about? But if it says salt, should it just be the standard salt?
No, it doesn't say salt. It says kosher salt.
Okay, do we have kosher salt?
Yes, but listen, my kosher salt is really thick and coarse. It's chunks, which is not very conducive to baking.
Right, but that's not the same kosher salt they would probably get?
I don't know. I don't know enough about it. Okay, it's not as big as the other salt, but look, it's bigger than regular salt.
Oh, it looks like salt.
All right, there's also a big chunk in here. Can we zero? What are we doing? I'm just gonna use the coarse kosher salt then. We'll do it. So it wants 6 grams, probably to balance out all the sweet that's in here.
Probably. Mouse Queen with the super chat shoves fresh suit in the closet. Okay, I'm done. Till tomorrow anyway. LOL. What's gonna keep the moths from eating your fresh suit? You know?
Jess says it's called kosher salt because the size of its crystals is ideal. Okay.
Oh, it's ideal. I love it because it's ideal.
I guess it's bigger. But
No, then
okay,
we're good.
We're going for it.
And then
Okay,
here's
salt was the last.
Here's your
thing.
sink picture of Topo. Chilling in the sink.
Okay, so let me get my other paddle. We're gonna blend this with the paddle to make sure all of these dry ingredients are blended well enough. Sorry, I missed a bunch of stuff while I was yapping about
Yeah,
salt.
go ahead. You can scroll back up.
David says standard poodles are big. We had a white one when I was a baby. Yeah, I know. My aunt had a small poodle when I was a kid. It was called a toy poodle.
That's
so by
what
that
we had
standard,
growing up.
there has to be a big one. But I've never. I guess in like dog shows and stuff, I've seen bigger ones.
I didn't see
but-
one until I was an adult, and
It
I'm like,
was-
oh my gosh, it's 10 times bigger than the toy poodle.
Right, but it was just funny to see this dog that I'm petting like this, and he's going, "Yeah, we think she has some poodle in her," and I'm like,
That's what she said.
"Damn, everybody."
Topo.
All right, guys, don't worry. I did use the kosher salt on this one. Kosher salt's supposed to be larger. Okay, I didn't know just because it specifically does say, it doesn't just say kosher salt, it says coarse kosher salt, which implied to me that there's not coarse kosher salt, and this does not call for coarse social. Those three words are hard to say together. Coarse kosher salt. But we're doing it. The kosher salt is in it. Let's see. Hilo the Husky, where's your live cam? OMG, just caught a neighbor cheating with another neighbor's wife.
Oh my gosh, wasn't that a television show?
Right? Loki says, a St. Berndoodle? LOL. Oh, it was something else though. I'm trying to think. What's another big dog? It wasn't the Samoyed or whatever. It was some other big dog that... Because he said St. Bernard, Poodle, and something else. But I told him, we're Facebook friends, and I said, dude, when you find the results, you better post them on Facebook, because I need to know. The sugar's like staticky to the bowl. But okay, I think we're pretty well mixed in here. The corn powder is still a little bit coarse, but I think we'll be okay. Yes, Newfoundland. Newfoundland? That's the one. He called it a Newfie. That's why I couldn't
Newfie.
remember, because I'm like, what? I had to sit there for a minute, like, what's a Newfie? Oh, I know what that is. Yes, a Newfie, a Saint Bernard, and a Poodle mixed together.
The heck's
You
a
guys,
Newfie?
this is the most beautiful dog. Let me see if I can find the dog real quick, because we are Facebook friends. And like I said, he was really small the last time I saw him, and when he came in today, he was huge. And this dog has the softest fur I've ever felt in my life. I don't care what you've ever felt on an animal. This is the softest fur ever, ever, ever.
Mouse with the super chat grabs Dan by the lapels. Who says I don't have a clean closet? Why I oughta. I swear the why I oughtas are Three Stooges why I oughtas every time.
Yes.
And I love it. That's like my favorite.
Look how beautiful this dog is.
Oh my gosh, it just looks like a dog.
No, it's beautiful, and it's so soft. Look how shiny he is.
It's cute. Yeah, it's a cute dog, but like, you know.
But if you touched it...
I was expecting Nymeria.
No, it's the softest, most beautiful dog ever. And I'm not a dog person. I freaking love this dog. And it's 8 months old, so it's just like derp derp derp. It's like Topo. Just like has no idea how big it is and just like lumbers around. Oh, here I come. Dan, did you get a super chat? No, since
Yes, I grabbed
okay, you went back
it.
and got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so next step is going to be to add melted butter. For this one, we're going to do 16 tablespoons, but I want to make sure that we are measuring grams to make sure this is correct. Looks like an Irish setter. Yeah, I have no idea. I'll report back, you guys. When Joey says what kind of dog it is, I will come tell you guys, because I'm curious to know what all is in its lineage.
Oh, he 23 to meet it? I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, he's waiting for the test results. He said another couple weeks he should have it, and I told him he has to post it on Facebook because I want to know. He said everybody wants to know. Everybody's theorizing about what it could be. So it says 16 tablespoons, which is 2 sticks, but then it says 225 grams. So let's see what we're at.
You hot still? Because it dropped. The heat dropped a lot in here.
It's still a little stuffy.
It was dropped like 8 degrees.
Nice. Go Good stuff. Okay, so we want 225. We're at about 220, so I'm gonna grab a little bit more off of this.
Mouse Queen with a super chat with words of advice. Don't dishonor another man's doggo, Dan. That's right. Put you 6 feet under. Perfecto39 says, kind of looks a golden retriever too. Kind of, huh?
A little bit, yeah. Dude, I have no idea. I'm not enough of a dog person to know. All I know is that is the most beautiful, softest dog I've ever touched in my life.
Uncle Yukon on my 27th Malamute. Malamutes are very pretty. I do like the Malamutes.
I'm not sure I know what a Malamute is.
Alaskan Malamutes kind of looks like a husky, but like just like maybe more like stuck up. Like,
more stuck up.
Yeah, like they're not prettier, but they're like more I don't know what like exotic. I don't know. Kind of like a husky, but like a Kardashian husky. I don't know how to explain them.
Okay.
I don't know how to explain them. Mouse Queen with the super chat. Also like a flat-coated retriever. Okay, I think so too. I see retriever, but I don't know anything about dogs. All the dogs I know are pretty much huskies, unless you know I watched Air Bud. I watched Air Bud, and I watched a lot of Benji growing up. Benji was really popular when I was a kid.
All right, so we are melting the butter. Bullet Pitch 12 says, I have a newfie. He's turning 2 on Sunday, and he weighs 180 pounds. See, I couldn't deal with a dog that was, like, bigger than I am. That's scary to me. Even if they're friendly, like, that's scary. If the stuff goes down, what am I going to do?
Get,
At least a cat, I could be like, hey, you can't do that. And, like, pick him up and put him elsewhere.
Hope the fail video that you get out of it pays your doctor bills and you get drugged
Right?
behind the dog. Hey, I got good news, Crystal.
What?
Hannah says, I'm starting to think either I was dehydrated or the Tylenol is helping because I drank a glass of water and the Tylenol is slowly feels like the headache is subsiding. Hannah's back. Shots for Hannah.
You're such a bad influence.
Do it.
So you mentioned getting dragged by a dog. I know you know the story, but I don't know if I've talked about it here, about how I was literally dragged across the yard by a dog one time.
I don't know if I remember.
So
Let's hear it.
I don't know where this dog came. We ended up giving the dog to my aunt, and she had it for a long time, or maybe my cousin took
And
it or
then
something.
she got drugged around.
No. So this dog came, and it was at our house, but we weren't going to keep it. Sorry, choking on my spit. It had a tick on its ear. We don't really get ticks out here. It's not really an issue where we live. So we weren't sure what to do about the tick on the ear. So my mom's like asking the neighbors and stuff, like, what do we do? And so the neighbors are offering all this advice of things you do to get rid of ticks. So we're going through all these things and it's not working and we're trying. And one of the things is to pour alcohol on it, like rubbing alcohol. So my mom douses it with rubbing alcohol. Nope, doesn't work. So meanwhile, I'm like 8 years old and I've got this shirt that has these 2 tails in the front that you tie together in a knot. It's kind of like back in fashion again a little bit now, but that's what I'm wearing at the time. And I've got it tied through the handle of the dog's leash because I'm like 8 years old and that's the kind of stupid thing a kid does. So the dog's really well behaved. It was like a lab or something. Really well behaved dog. It's just hanging out, letting us manhandle it, trying to get this tick off of its ear. Then someone comes and says, hey, you should try lighting the tick on fire. Mom's like, sure, why not? So she gets the match out and she lights the match and she puts the match to the dog's ear, to the tick.
Are you serious?
But remember how we had doused it in rubbing alcohol? So whoosh, the dog's ear caught on
No
fire.
way!
And the dog
No
went,
way!
see you guys later!
No way!
And then Crystal went, see you guys later! Across the lawn.
Was there an explosion?
No, it just like whooshed up.
Oh my god!
And then the dog ran, and then I went flying across the lawn, like our lawn and the neighbor's lawn, like next door. There's a divider of plants now, like a planter, but there wasn't before. It was just like one big lawn between the 2 houses, and I got dragged. Probably with my arms like this because I wasn't ready for it, but yeah, I got dragged across the 2 lawns by a dog that was on fire. And that's the story of how we did not remove the tick from the dog's ear. We did eventually get it off. I don't remember how, but yeah, that was a little bit terrifying, and I still remember that.
I found this guy sitting on the pizza box over there by the door.
Is that what was happening?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jim says it just looked like a black lab to me. No, it's fancier than that, I promise, and super, super softer. Mouse in the super chat says Malamutes are the workhorse dogs, being bigger boned, and Huskies are more built for speed.
Okay.
Okay. Crystal says, so Crystal, you probably own a Yorkie then, because it's small for you. Yeah, if I could, like, pick it up. But to me, that's not a dog. Like, having grown up with big dogs my whole life, or, like, my whole childhood, and cats. We had big dogs and we had cats. Like, if you're going to have a dog, I think it should be a big, full-size dog. You do you and have whatever you're into. If I were going to have a dog, like, I feel like I would want a bigger dog, but I sure love mini schnauzers. Those are beautiful to me. Okay, so we're adding in the melted butter, and we're going to paddle for 2 to 3 minutes until all the dry ingredients are moist. I'm just going to use a rubber spatula to get all the extra little bitty grams out of here. David says, since Crystal loves red, I think an Irish setter would be a good fit. I just don't think that I could deal with a dog. It's too much. Too much for me.
Get a husky. Haven't you seen Jess's Life with a Husky part, whatever it is next?
We have a husky. He's right back there behind Crystal. If you move over to the side a little bit.
Right? Okay, so
He's
this
back there.
did say to put this on low the whole time, I believe. So we're gonna go low because we don't want too much air to go in here. So I am on the lowest setting. We're gonna go 2 to 3 minutes until all dry ingredients are moist. Then we're gonna add the heavy cream, which is still in the refrigerator. Heavy cream is 160 grams. Let's see how that goes.
Jess says, I don't advise anybody to get a husky. They're insane. Trust me, I have experience. Yes.
They definitely
No
appear
dogs.
to be a lot of work. I don't think
Right.
that's a like, oh, I want a husky. That's like, oh, can I handle a husky? You gotta have time and energy for that,
Yeah,
for sure.
That's a sports car. Mouse Queen with the super chat. Y'all missed my most recent super chat. Oh my gosh, stop. Don't super chat for the super chat, my friend.
I thought I read it, no? Oh, I guess his ears were burning. Oh, I see what you did there. Sorry, I was acting out the animation and it went by. I hate opening these little milk boxes. Alright, so we want 160 grams, which is 3/4 of a cup. Let's see if that is true.
And Steve's got a good point. They are sled dogs that we attempt to keep as pets. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's...
But yeah, no, I don't ever see us. I just don't ever see us owning a dog.
I don't think
Like-
we have the energy for that.
No,
to maintain a dog.
At no point in our relationship have we ever. At no point in our relationship have we ever like been like, oh, we should get a dog.
What do you think about getting a dog? Maybe we should. Okay, so this is like just under 3/4 of a cup at 160. It fluctuates, 160, 161 grams. Let's see what's going on in here. I do see little bitty chunks of the corn powder. I feel like maybe I should have mashed that up a little finer. But hopefully it'll be okay. So let's see what our next step is. The heavy cream and the vanilla. 2 grams of vanilla. Do I have a bowl out still? I guess this one works. That's my butter bowl. Come on, 0 out. Alright, I'm gonna get my rubber spatula so I can get all of my vanilla out of here. God, I hope this turns out good. This is a lot of work. This is definitely a lot of effort. This isn't a like, oh, I think I'll make this real quick. This is definitely some effort. I'm gonna get all this out of here too, because the heavy cream is heavy and it coats. What you getting now? Continue mixing on low for 2 to 3 minutes until any white streaks from the cream have completely disappeared into the mixture. Scrape down the sides of the bowl with the spatula. All right.
Are you done with the microwave?
No, I still need more melted butter. Why?
I put the pizza back in
I thought I put it in there. Sorry.
What's that?
I thought I put it in there. Sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine.
Cyber Husky says, yeah, anytime someone meets my dogs and they say they want one, just doesn't realize how much training I have put into them to get them to behave in public. I believe it.
Coco's taking a bath on top of
This
the
is
pizza
good.
box.
On top of the pizza box?
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Okay, so after this, Marco wanted to know when the eggs are coming into play. The eggs will go into here next. They're going to be paddled into the mixer just until combined. Be careful not to aerate the mixture, but be certain the mixture is glossy and homogeneous. Mix on low speed until it is. Okay, so it wants me to use the filling right away, but I still need to make the, like it's time for the assembly, so I have to make the cookie. We're going to put the cookie, the brown sugar, and the salt in a food processor and pulse it on and off until the cookie is broken down into a wet sand. It says you can do this in a bowl as well if you don't have a food processor. I don't know if my food processor will hold all that.
You have a bigger one.
I do, but it's in the box. I'm not going to spend 20 minutes trying to get it out of the box. My Life's Wicked Adventure says Baxter says hi. Well, hello, Baxter. Everybody's now talking about their pets. Who had what kind of dog? I haven't owned a dog, owned a dog that I interacted with since when I lived with my mom and we had Paco. You met Paco, right? Like you were around when Paco was around?
Oh, yeah.
Paco was a good dog. He was a Cocker Spaniel something mix. And he had this little tuft of spiky hair on the top that just like poofed up. We were just sniffing again. Oh, and we would dye his hair red. He kind of looked like you.
I think so.
A little bit.
I think you did.
I was practicing for having a Dan, apparently.
Maybe that's why you like me.
Maybe. He was a good dog. I would always take him out to the park, Apollo Park that has the lake, and go walk around with him, and he'd put his feet in the lake. He was a good dog. Okay, so let's put this back in the fridge. There's so much on my mat, my floor mat. Okay, I think we're about good here. We wanted to do this just until the streaks of cream had disappeared. I think we're good. That's all one color now. So let's add our disgusting egg yolks. They've kind of solidified a bit. I might have been a little premature on the egg yolkness. Mouse says, I hear the fuzz outside. Yeah, usually. Welcome to our house. It's actually, most of the time, it's an ambulance. Because they're just right up the street. And there's a fire station, like, up the street and around the corner. Okay, still on low speed. We just want to get this mixed in until it's glossy and homogeneous. It's getting glossy. I see it. Get a larger rubber spatula so I can scrape the sides a little better. Oh, Mooch needs something. Not over here, bro. I think we're pretty good on the filling here. I just want to make sure nothing's stuck to the bottom that hasn't been mixed in. I think there might have been too much moving air over here on the eggs. I'm gonna rinse this out so I can mash up my... Oh, I might need the big... I have to wash it though. I don't know what to do. Hey Dan. Where is the bigger food processor? How quickly can we get it out and wash it?
Well, apparently it's up my butt when I suggested it.
just because I think all of the cookie won't fit in the little one. I'm going to do it in batches, and it's not. I don't know how it's going to fit together. Mouse with the final super chat. If I can't win tomorrow, my money will be on Hannah. Yeah, she was so close last week. So close. How hard is it to dig out of the box? So, at the suggestion of both Adrian and Jason, I believe, we did go get a bigger food processor because I only have this little one that you guys have seen when I do the Oreo truffles and I have to put them in batches. So this brand was recommended to us and it was on sale. So we did go and pick this up.
This is a blade, but it looks like for cheese.
Right, it's got all kinds of attachments. I just need the most basic version of things. Probably should have thought this through ahead of time, but here we are.
This is the one with the blade in it.
Yes. But it's got different blades and things. This is not the best time to be doing this on camera, figuring it out mid-recipe, because I have to use that soon because it's eggs, and it's lots of eggs, and I can't let it sit too long. So I need my base. Hannah says, please don't remind me, licks wound. That just means you're getting better, friend. Every week is a little better. This might have the shortest cord of anything I own in the kitchen.
Do you need an extension cord? I can make one happen.
David says, I'm taken aback, not red? No, because this specific brand, which is kind of suction cuppy on its feet, by the way, it's not going anywhere. This specific brand was recommended to us, so that's what we did. Okay, I guess this screws on and off. I just want to make sure I can wash it well before I use it. Okay, I see. Can you entertain or read chat or something?
Oh, okay. My chat, I had chat back over there, and then it's like, it just stopped working. Chris wants to know, did I miss any Hurley when I was gone?
No.
No,
We're good.
You did not.
I still do feel a little off. Like, I'm not as peppy as I was when we started, for sure.
Ken says, you got this. Probably referring to Hannah. Mouse Queen says, I'm getting my CSI at New York fix again tonight. Ooh, nice. It's the good thing about those shows is you never run out of episodes. So you can just watch them forever. Jess says, I have the KitchenAid one. I love it. I love the KitchenAid one too. It looks super rad. But Crystal chose this one because it's her... According to Bobby Brown, it's her prerogative and it's the way she wants to live. But I thought the KitchenAid one looked super rad, but it was also like twice the, like literally twice the price.
It was twice the price, and
but it looks
was
super
missing
rad.
Features, I think.
I think you wanted it bigger because it was too. I think you wanted it bigger because it was too close to the size of the other one, or maybe I'm wrong. You know what? I don't know.
There was some reason aside from just the price. It was twice the price of this one because this one was on sale when we went.
We should have a grind off.
Let's see which one works better.
Yeah, we should have a grind off.
Can I get a fresh towel, please?
Wow, this blade is huge. All I know is I don't want to mess around with this because this thing on your other processor is the sharpest thing in the house. Bless you. Has hands down the sharpest thing in the house. So I know that thing isn't gonna fool around. I'm excited. I feel like this is like the SN1 test here. Will it blow up or will it like land correctly or will it blend?
We're gonna all
will
find
it blend
out together.
Can we blend tech this? My phone's almost paid off. Can we use my phone?
Absolutely not. Does it just sit?
So
It doesn't lock into place?
Yeah. It just sits in there. It just sits in there. It just sits in there. Steve says LG needs to make a food processor. Jim Johnson says I got a 4-cup food processor free from Amazon Essentials after they gave me credit for botching a previous order.
Nice.
Botchamania. Good job.
What the heck is going on here?
Botchamania. Like Jess's TV.
I don't know what's happening here.
Noel says, popcorn time to laugh and throw at Dan and Crystal. Everybody at home, please feel free to try to throw any object at the screen you would like. You get bonus points for hitting my head if it's with the popcorn.
But hey, Marie, we can't see it.
But you can throw anything at me you would like to at your own risk. Moss Queen says, I can't get enough of Lieutenant Dan either way. When Gary Sinise did Lieutenant Dan, I had no idea what that meant. And people kept calling me Lieutenant Dan for a long time. I was like, because I didn't watch. I watched Happy Gilmore, Forrest Gump. They're both the same people. Forrest Gump. But it was unmemorable to me when I first watched it. So I was just like, what are you talking about? Poor Dano, I know. Bro, it just sits in there. That's what Jason said.
The blade has to be... I unscrewed the bottom because I couldn't get the blade off, so then like I loosened it, and then the nut came off, and the nut is square, so it has to fit into here as I screw it on, and I can't get it back on.
Ooh, what if you pick it up and put it in the hole and then use your finger and spin all of it?
Pick what up?
Will this thing go higher? Can you take me higher? And then, okay, does the black piece come off at all?
No.
I think it has to loosen. Dan, everybody.
Can't get it back on. I knew this was a bad idea, and I should have just used my small one. And Marco says, Marie will never live that down. Nope. We love you, Marie, but nope. What the freaking heck? I didn't realize when I unscrewed it that there was a nut on here at all, and it's a square nut, and it's like not even hitting the threads right. Guess you'll have to consult the manual. I have the manual open right here. The manual didn't tell me to do that. You're gonna have to do something on camera, because... No?
Hmm?
Can you entertain, read something?
Yes. Yes, I can read chat. Nobody, no, nothing.
Fair enough. No, they're just watching me struggle.
You want me to mess with it for a bit? It's like in a square box. It's like a square nut, huh?
There's a square, I don't even know if you can see.
I feel like it should unscrew out of there, and you should put the square in there, and then the whole piece
And then the
turns.
nut is square.
Right, but if that was out of there, and you could put the nut in the hole,
It doesn't, I
all
can't.
of it can screw
It
at the
doesn't
same
come
place.
out. I'm trying to tell you, it doesn't come out.
How'd you get it off of there?
I just unscrewed this because I couldn't get the blade off, so I unscrewed it a little bit, and then it loosened. I legit cannot get this back together. I mean, does it have to be on there?
Try when you're done.
Miss Christie says, yeah, this was a fail for me. I did the fancy cooking steps and it was literally butter. I don't know if I put too much filling in one pan. Aw, I'm sorry. See, that's what I'm afraid of. That's not going to come out right. Steve says, maybe some vodka will loosen it up. I don't know. I don't know the logistics of how this goes back together. You can try. I'm going to consult the manual. I don't think there's anything in the manual about that. There's some recipes in here. It shows you how to make a blue cheese dressing and basic white bread. And we're in French. I just couldn't get the blade out, and then I figured, well, maybe I have to loosen it a little bit. Does the shaft pull out slightly? No, not really. No, it does not. And Dan got the bottom piece off. Now you gotta get the nut in there and then screw it on. Well, we may have success.
I did it!
My hero. Totally just cut my finger open.
On the blade?
Mm-hmm.
No!
Yeah, I need a Band-Aid.
No!
Yeah, I didn't even move it, I just touched it. I thought the towel was there and it was not.
Crystal, it's cursed.
That's sharp as hell. Yeah, we should not have taken it out of the box. Remember that part where I didn't want to take this out of the box? Oh, yeah, cut my finger bad.
Inside the house. Hold on, I'm coming.
Oh. Yeah, watch out, Dan. This is the new sharpest thing in the house. This has been a great show. Thank you guys for joining. Tonight on Getting Cut with Crystal. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, jeez. Contaminate pie. Yep, that's what we're making tonight. We're making blood pie.
I got it.
Bro, my cut's big. No, stop, because my cut is bigger than
Let me
that.
see.
Yeah, it's bigger than that. I need a human-sized Band-Aid.
But this one's got Darth Vader on it.
I don't need Darth Vader. I need a real-sized Band-Aid.
Kind of makes me want to have a cut so I can do Darth Vader. Maybe you should let me dry this. Defying death here.
Be careful. It is. I did not even rub my hand across it. I just touched it.
It just breathed it.
I literally just touched it.
Okay. Can this just... I did it! I did it!
Good job.
We're good. Hurry. Close Pandora's box and never open it again. Alright. You good? Hey, be careful with my Darth Vader Band-Aid.
Okay, you might need that later. When
You
guys
might
go
not.
home.
You might need it later. But if I do get a cut, please don't let me forget that we have Darth Vader Band-Aid.
Okay.
Thanks. Oh, by the way, it totally told your future. Oh my gosh! It Notre Dame's you.
It what?
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Tonight has been a night. I just want to keep this from getting crusty. Super chat from PJ. Dang, these baking live streams just get better. Yeah, yeah. You like watching me almost puke and cut myself?
I
in
tried
one
to.
night?
I tried to George Clooney it. I tried to George Clooney it.
Mel says, so are we cutting Crystal tonight? Gets all shifty. Hey, back up, girl, back up. Chris with a super chat. Having a super fun time on the stream tonight. Don't forget to tip your hosts, folks. Yes, thank you so much. Super chats do help us keep the show going. They help us to get things like this fancy mixer, food processor that tried to cut my thumb off. Blood and vomit. What else can happen? Yeah, like how much better can this get? Let me tell you. Fire and blood. Crystal, everybody. We haven't even hit the fire yet. Yeah, and also, even if you guys can't super chat, no worries at all. Please just hit that thumbs up if you like what you see. It really does help the show. I see there's 90-something people in here. We got
That's
63
because blood.
likes.
They're like sharks. They smell the blood.
Yeah.
And they're here.
Jason wants to know if you were talking about the Hunchback of Nostradamus.
I was. Soon to be released on Disney Plus.
Okay, so now I have to be careful not to get Band-Aid in the recipe. With my suction cup to the
Oh my
counter.
gosh.
F this thing. I knew I didn't need a bigger freaking food processor.
No, you didn't. Whose idea was that?
I blame you. Okay, back to the recipe. We're gonna put the cookie, the brown sugar, and the salt in the food processor and pulse it on and off until the cookie is broken down into a wet sand. So let's go with our giant cookie.
May I turn the processor a little bit so the handle's in the worst spot ever just to see this? How you feeling? Are you like Matthew Lillard? I feel a little woozy. You know what movie that's from?
I didn't lose. Yes, I know what movie that's from. I did not lose enough blood to feel a little woozy.
Chris says Super Chats purchased a fancy crystal cutter.
Yep. Your super chats made this thumb cut possible. Thank you guys. Thank
Yes.
you.
Also, everybody's pushing for vodka. There is no vodka tonight.
I feel like there needs to be more blade on the top. What happened? Yeah, come on, you guys. I almost threw up already and cut myself.
Was there a second blade? Was
I
there?
think there might be.
Oh, look, here it is.
I ain't touching it.
It's in a red bag. Hold on, it's in this blood bag. It looks plastic though. Oh, it's plastic. Ah.
Where's the box?
It's plastic. Oh, look at it.
Is there just blade? No, that's something different. That's got to be a swap it out blade.
It's a dough blade.
A plastic dough blade. Okay, so it just has a blade on the bottom, I guess.
Dude, it's gonna fly.
Mouse of the super chat regarding the cutting crystal comment. LOL, I guess I'm watching the wrong show tonight. Dives under the couch to hide from the fuzz. Oh, leave it to my brother to come at me, bro. Don't blame the food processor for your lack of kitchen safety skills.
Damn, he got you good. How you feeling? It was off.
Like I need vodka.
You don't need vodka.
It wasn't pulsing out.
I don't think you need vodka.
No, because I still have to figure this part out. Okay, so we want 15 grams or 1 tablespoon of light brown sugar. Let's see if that is a lie. Come on, be a scale. There we go. Mr. Danny Dell wants to know, will it catch? Which part? The sharp blade or the cookie? What are we talking about here?
You know, it caught her finger.
It did. Okay, so it wants 15 grams. 1 tablespoon is only measuring at 10 grams. What if it's my scale that's measuring wrong this whole time? Because so far everything has been off. Alright, there we go with 15 grams. I'm going to add that. A gram of salt, which is a 1/4 teaspoon, which I still have here. It does not say what kind of salt, so I'm just going to use my sea salt. What's Mooch crying about? Hey, no.
He's in. You're off sides. There you go.
So it's at a 1/4 teaspoon. That was more like an 1/8 teaspoon.
No. That's as far as you can go, bro. You know the rules. You know the rules. You know the rules.
All right, and then I need to melt more butter. This time it wants 4 tablespoons of butter. I don't think I have my butter melt bowl clean anymore. But I know that it's not going to be the right measurement, so I don't think I have my knife anymore either.
I'm so excited for this maiden voyage. This thing is bigger than any grindery thing I've ever seen ever.
All right, we want 55 grams. This butter is just like sauce. 55 grams, 4 tablespoons?
No.
Hold on.
No.
Oh, that's because I didn't tear.
There you
Hold
go.
on.
There you go. You sit right there. You sit right there. Ah, he comes out of his cave for pizza.
Oh, just cutting myself, trying not to vomit.
Crystal's gone a little mad tonight.
It's been an eventful night.
Why are you trying not to vomit?
Oh, because I separated the eggs from the whites from the yolks by hand. I don't recommend you ever do that. In case you're wondering. It's absolutely disgusting.
Wow.
Eggs feel gross. Like, have you ever held an egg in your hand, a raw, like, open egg in
Yeah.
your hand and played with it?
Not played with it, I've held it in my hand before.
Open. Hey, get the cat. He's causing a ruckus.
Where are we going, Mooch?
Wherever he wants. Alright. I've made an absolute disaster in this kitchen tonight.
That's alright, I'll clean it after the show.
Alright. Can you grab the pizza out of here, please?
Clearly with pizza.
Nope, it already smells like pizza in the microwave. I'm good. Alright, so we're melting that butter. We're gonna add that into here. Let me dry this.
Can this go like toaster oven?
You can get to it. Open that.
Yeah, bring it to you.
Noelle said it's a long show. Yeah, I knew it was going to be. Like I said early in the show, I probably should have pre-baked the cookie, but I wasn't feeling good last night, so I did not. I don't have a knife here. I had a knife. Where'd my knife go? I lost my knife.
Are you with an iron?
my mind. Mouse says we missed a super chat, Dan. Can you help?
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
I can't really do much of anything here. Alright. Let's see how this new food processor works. This way?
Scroll back a
that
little
a hole in the
up
top?
here.
Yeah, but it has a pluggy bit.
Mouse Queen with the super chat. It could also be said that tonight's episode was good, forged in blood, sweat. Was forged in blood, sweat, and tears. Oh no! Hopefully no tears on this blast off. Do you want me to turn that down? The
I
sound?
don't know how loud this is gonna be.
All right, I'm gonna turn down the sound. Hold on.
Yeah, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Alright, I think we're good. I'm gonna check out this consistency.
Hey, you didn't just wash your hands and you were touching things.
I did wash my hands.
Not just right now, though.
Trying to watch out for that blade that tried to kill me. Yeah, now I'm scared of this thing. I swear I didn't even slide my finger across it.
I'm telling you, that other one you have is the sharpest thing ever in the history of ever.
Okay.
You go with this?
Yeah.
it's all.
Don't you know?
It's all suction cups.
Yes.
Don't you know? Don't touch sharp things.
I was trying to dry it off. Let's get that right off. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see on here. It's like a wet cookie mixture now.
Coco, you're
Oh.
scared Coco.
Can you get my pie pans out?
Where was that?
My Last Wicked Adventure says, "Dang it, Crystal, I want cookies." Yeah, don't you know to bring snacks to the show? You gotta bring snacks.
Really down here?
Marco says, "Looks like granola." Yes, it's like a wet granola at this point. That's cake pan.
What do you want?
Pie pan. Okay, let me here. Okay. Alright, so I have 3 pie pans. I think I'm going to use the 2 more shallow ones. Can that go somewhere?
Do you need this or are you done with this?
No. So it does call for a 10-inch pie pan. I talked about that earlier in the show. These are 9-inch, so they're going to be a little bit deeper, but I still think it'll work just fine. And I have to, let's see. Pressure that comes to a bowl, add the butter.
It took the blade out?
Yeah, I took the blade out. Okay, so you can add more butter if it's not moist enough. I need a bowl of some sort, please.
Oh, big or small, like this size?
Big enough for all of this. As I'm looking over it, I see that it says to put the oat cookie, the brown sugar, and salt in the food processor, then put it in a bowl and add the butter and knead it by hand. Oops. Look, at this point, I just want to be done.
Is it almost done?
Almost. Well, it's almost time to put it in the oven for the next round.
Jesus.
I'm trying so hard to follow the recipe carefully, but the cutting of my finger kind of threw me off a bit. So it needs to be moist enough to form into a ball, which I think we're there. I think it's plenty moist. I don't think I need to add more butter to this. I think I will cut the mixture in half by weight.
Did I go up and get Mouse Queen's super chat? I did.
I
right?
don't know if you did.
Let me see.
Okay, I'm gonna do this so that I can zero out the scale. Make sure I split this evenly. What's that noise?
Blake. Is Blake doing it?
All right, so we're 447, so we want 223, and it doesn't have halves. Not gonna lie, you guys, this is not my favorite thing I've made on the show. I really hope it tastes really good in the end, and it's worth it, because this has been a lot of work. This is not something you would just whip up real quick for fun. Okay, so that's about half. I'm now down a thumb, so it's making my job even harder. Mouse already snacked on some crackers, pepperoni, and cheese, and regrets nothing. Yep, see? You need snacks. It is a little bit dry. I might take back my original statement. It's not really holding together well. I think I might add a tiny bit more melted butter. When I'm trying to, I don't know if you guys can see on camera, when I'm trying to press it together, I'm just getting holes. It's not really holding together. It's crumbling a little bit too much. So I revised my original statement.
Steve says, I'm double jointed, so I'm never down a thumb.
Wait, what? David says, it's been a trying live stream. What a trooper Crystal is. Yeah, it's been a night, let me tell you. You guys know, you've been watching. My poor filling that it says to use right away is just sitting here while I figure out all the rest of everything. I tried to like get it off the spatula and it just smeared like what am I even doing with my life?
Mouse Queen says, and then down a pack of Mentos. Did I get you out of a sticky situation?
Right? Definitely should have eaten some Mentos ahead of time. Okay, let's see if I can get a little bit more. I'm scared to put a little too much in here and ruin the whole thing, but let's see if a little bit more butter helps hold it together. David says, turns out to be Dan's favorite and they end up making it once a month. Even if it is Dan's favorite, I don't see that happening.
It's gonna be hard to beat that chocolate cake.
Yeah, Dan's favorite is currently any sort of chocolate cake. Soon I want to try the devil's food cake that's going around on the Reddit food subreddit that everyone's making.
Tell me more about that.
It's Nana's devil's food cake and everybody's making different variations of it, but apparently it's like the best chocolate cake ever. And I don't know, maybe somebody knows what's the difference that makes it a devil's food cake and not a chocolate cake. I don't know what the difference is there. But yeah, people are all about it and they're making it with all kinds of different homemade frostings and stuff. So I think that might have to be happening soon. I probably should have just done that tonight instead of this.
You've been wanting this forever, so
I have.
don't sell yourself short. You're there. You'll get it. You'll get it.
I'm a little discouraged, not gonna lie, by the fact that Miss Christie said it was a fail too. Like, oh, maybe it's not as easy as it looks. Not that it even looked easy, but I'm trying to mix this in evenly here.
You know, Steve says that's why I'm a mechanic. Steel is easier to work with than food.
Yes. All right, so. Yeah. Now we're at 455, so whoa, stop moving. 220, 27? All right, let's try this again. I'm gonna mush this bit together and then try to flatten it into a crust. saying in the beginning of the show, totally worth $50 for a milk bar pie.
Oh yeah, now you get it?
Totally worth it. I wonder if you go to the bakery if you can just get a slice, because online you can order it online, and it's $50. I'm assuming they ship to you.
Right.
But yeah, I wonder if you can go into the actual bakery and just get a slice, and if it would be like $4, $5. I'd pay $5 for a slice. I'm trying to get the edges even. That's the hardest part of making a pie crust, is like making it smooth and even at the edges, so it's not all like jagged up and down. Oh. It's official, I hate making pies. If I wasn't this far in, I'd just throw the whole damn thing away.
Oh, you can't do that.
Ugh.
You can do this.
I'm trying here.
You're the best around.
You're such a good cheerleader, Dan. I wonder if this would have been better had I ground up the oats, because it's still not quite, like it still wants to break apart. Maybe I don't think this is tall.
That gets me down to why it's $50.
Yep. She makes it look so easy. I guess like it's like any job. When you do it over and over and over, it gets easier. I've never made my own crust. As many like pies and things as I've made, I don't ever make my own crust, so I don't have this skill of pressing things into a pie pan. And I'm guessing now I will never acquire it, because this is not fun at all. I'd rather be separating egg yolks from whites. Phil is here and says, how you guys doing? Struggling through making milk bar pie, but we are almost done. We are now almost 3 hours into it. We're putting together the crust. The filling is ready, and then it will go into the oven. And best part is we won't even get to eat it tonight. So there's that too. But tomorrow night, if you guys watch Dantix at 6 p.m. Pacific, we will be right here on the same channel doing Dantix live trivia. You can call in and answer some questions if you have not checked that out yet. And in the after show, we will pull out the milk bar pie and we will try the milk bar pie. We will show you guys what it looks like. We'll try to explain what the taste is. We'll see if the boys like it. Okay, I think I filled all the holes here so it will hold the filling, I say as it cracks. Oh, come on, you were doing so good. All right. As good as that gets, let's try this one. Well, Amanda's off to bed. Good night. Yeah, I think so. Good night, Amanda. Thank you for hanging in as long as you did. Sorry, it's an extra long show tonight. I anticipated it. I knew this was not going to be an easy recipe. I thought I was up for it, but the nausea and bleeding tells me maybe I've bitten off more than I can chew.
That was pretty entertaining.
Yeah? I'm glad you all are entertained. I almost died. I almost cut my thumb off.
How did you almost cut your thumb off?
Phil said, how to take Larry to the emergency vet? He's staying overnight. Oh, I hope he's okay.
No. This one's not working very well. It's hard because there's like barely enough. It's a really thin crust, so as you try to press it into here, it's to make it thin enough, then it just crumbles because it's so thin and oh. Nobody should regret not baking along. And Christy, I'm impressed that you tried. I really am.
Is there photos? Is there photos? Did you post any photos?
I don't know. Check the Getting Baked with Crystal page. Are you a mod on there? Can you prove things? If you're still here, Miss Christy, and have not posted pictures, please post pictures. I know you said you weren't happy with how it turned out, but let's see what happened. As frustrating as it is, like, at least I tried. I have literally wanted to make this for over a year, so I'm glad that I have tried to know that, like, this is not something I want to make again. And to appreciate the value of purchasing this item. They spotted the rare hungry wild Blake. Yes, he came for some pita and hummus. We went down to the local farmer's market yesterday. They finally opened back up with, social distancing and wearing your masks and everything. But you could finally go back down there, and we have a favorite place we go and get fresh hummus that is delicious and creamy, and they have all kinds of flavors. So the boys met me there after work yesterday, and we picked up 4 containers of hummus, 4 different flavors of hummus. We got, what did we get? We got sun-dried tomato, we got original, we got spinach artichoke, and then their like special blend of all kinds of different flavors, which I didn't really care for too much. I think it was a little too cilantro-y for me, even though I like cilantro.
I did enjoy that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, and I got baklava, which was really good. It was like perfect baklava, perfectly moist and crispy at the same time. All right, I'm just trying to plug the holes because I don't want the filling to fall through. Almost there, guys. And then, oh, Dan, can you turn my oven on to 350, please? I'm not sure how high the filling's gonna go, so I'm not really sure how tall to make the sides.
This is looking good. You recovered. Whatever you did to it to make it gooier, it's sticking together better.
Yeah, slightly.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
I
sticking
did
together.
add more butter that helped a little bit, but I still see like gaps to the bottom, and it's like the oatmeal, because it's whole, it's too chunky to fill the gaps, and then when I try to mush it, then more gaps open in different spots.
Individual slices can be purchased for $6 a slice and delivered to certain cities via corner shop through Uber.
Good to know. Who came up with that information?
Melissa.
Awesome. Thank
and
you,
she's
Melissa.
She's down in the valley.
Yeah, worth $6 a slice, absolutely. You're probably one of the closest people to a Milk Bar bakery. I would recommend going and trying one.
I love the brand called Bitchin' brand of hummus. I don't know if I've seen that or not yet. But we're always on the.
It sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't think we've tried it.
Yeah, nothing beats the fresh hummus.
Yeah,
though.
we usually try to get the fresh stuff. I get the the Sabra brand otherwise, because they have good flavors that we like. They had for a while at Target only out here. They had a taco flavored one that Blake loved. Blake was so down for the taco flavored hummus. All right, it is time to fill these bad boys and get them in the damn oven and be done with this catastrophe.
You don't know, it might be amazing.
But the making of it was catastrophic. I cut myself. I don't ever cut myself cooking. Alright, so it does recommend to put these onto a baking sheet. So I'm going to do that.
Are you done with the mixer? Oh, no, never mind. I'm sorry. I didn't see the mixer.
Alright, let's see. Make sure the bottom and the sides are evenly covered. It says of the tin, but it did show they use like the disposable tins that are much more shallow than this. So hopefully we have enough in here. It's not terribly even, but I did the best I could without getting more holes in it. I don't really know what else I can do. Put both pie shells on a sheet pan. Divide the Milk Bar pie filling evenly between the crusts. The filling should fill them 3/4 of the way full. Bake for 15 minutes only. Okay, so let's see.
Did you read Miss Christie's comment? Yeah, I did not take a pic. Dumped it in the sink. Messed up somewhere, but it literally tasted like melted butter. Too bad you didn't have a picture of you dumping it in the sink in anger. And sorry, I'm sorry.
I get it. I'm sorry that I suggested a recipe that made you waste ingredients and time. I do apologize for that. It happens. Sometimes I get to the end of something, I'm like, yeah, this isn't going to work, and I just dump it right in the trash can. So
yeah, that could be here. Or maybe not. I don't know.
We'll see.
It's a lot of butter.
It's a lot of butter.
It's a lot of butter.
Alright, so...
Check my Walmart. No orange Dorito bag. Yeah, no, was it orange? It was a nacho cheese Doritos. What was the Doritos Blake wanted? But no orange Dorito bags.
Yeah,
and Crystal was looking for mild. Was looking for the mild sauce.
Taco Bell. You know what else happened yesterday? So I placed a Walmart order for like cat food and some other things. One of the things I added to there was the pretzel Muddy Buddy bites that they've come out with, which I've now added, I want to say, to 3 separate Walmart orders, and every time they've canceled it. Like, I'm just not meant to have those. I have not found them in person. I don't know if they're not out yet and they're just listed on the website, and they shouldn't be. I don't know what's going on, but they keep canceling it, and then I get my, like, $2 refund. so disappointing.
One day I was at the Circle K looking for 3D Doritos for Blake, and they had the biggest wall of Muddy Buddies in like all different back colors.
You should go over there. I only like the original like peanut butter ones. I don't like the I still have, I think, 2 bags of cookies and cream ones in there because I bought them from Walmart once, the regular Muddy Buddies, and they put it in a package with like heavy things that I purchased, so it completely smashed all the Muddy Buddies. And so I got on chat with them and was like, what the heck is going on? So they sent me all new Muddy Buddies all by themselves, and they were good to go.
I remember that.
But I don't like the cookies and cream ones. Okay, so this goes in the oven for 15 minutes until they're golden brown on top but still jiggly. Then we're going to pop the oven door open a little bit and reduce it to 325. And it says it could take 5 minutes or longer for that to happen. We're going to keep them in the oven. Sorry, I hiccups. We're going to keep them in the oven while the oven cools down, and then close the door once it reaches 325 and bake it for 5 minutes longer. We don't want it to be jiggly, so we want to keep them in the oven an additional 5 minutes or so until they're not jiggly anymore.
Got this.
I mean, it is
this.
what it is at this point. I'm gonna, once the oven beeps, I'm gonna throw them in there, and then I need to go to the little streamers room, and then I can straighten up the giant mess that I have created in the meantime. I will say, props to my chiropractor. I am in no pain at all. A couple of my muscles, like in this area, are a little achy, but I am not in pinchy pain, so that's awesome. Oh, Mouse says good night. Thank you so much for joining us. Tomorrow night after the show, we will show you how these turned out, so you will get to see the result, even if you can't hang out tonight. Chris says, what are these Muddy Buddies? Wait, like you don't even know what a Muddy Buddy is? Hold on, Fran. I think they're called, when you make them yourself, they're called puppy chow. Like, people make these with different toppings and stuff. It is on my list to make on the show. Muddy Buddies?
Oh, you don't have to cook the cream one?
I do not, so eat them up if you want them. The peanut butter and chocolate are the ones I like. It's like Chex Mix coated in peanut butter, chocolate, and powdered sugar. Muddy Buddies? Wait, what happened? My Last Week Adventure says, I can't find Muddy Buddies either. Yeah, I order them online because they're so hard to find in the store. I used to get them at Walgreens all the time. They don't have them anymore. Aaliyah says they have them at Fry's and Circle K here in the Arizona Valley. We only have a Circle K way on the other side of town, so I haven't been over there to check. Miss Chrissy says, I just started to bake. It was fun. It was a learning experience. I will for sure try it again. Let's see how this turns out before I recommend whether it should be tried again. But yeah, if you're just starting to bake, start with, little simpler things. I do have some cookie recipes coming up soon that I would highly recommend. My go-to chocolate chip cookie is a good one. It's hard. It's tricky to find a good recipe. That's the hardest part about baking, because these chicks will post on their blogs and they'll make it to Pinterest about this thing that's great, and then you make it and some weird stuff happens and it's not good at all. So keep at it. Don't get discouraged, please. Jim says, Muddy Buddies are a lie. That bag only has 1 serving. The label is a sham. Yeah, at best 2 servings. At best. I tear through a lot of it. Oh, pre-bagged crack. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can't stop eating them once you start. You really can't. Like, I know that's a chip tagline, but you can't eat just one. Absolutely not. All right. Don't move, because I don't want you to bump into me.
All right.
I have to carefully put this in the oven.
Okay.
But it's heavy and they're really full.
What's this thing called?
MikbarPie.
I thought it'd be white, the big milk bar.
MikbarPie is the name of the bakery that makes it.
Oh.
It used to be called Crack Pie because it was so addictive, but then they realized that was not very PC, so they changed it to MikbarPie because it's one of their signature items. All right.
Good.
Alexa, set a 15-minute timer. My beepy timer died completely, so now it's only ALEXA.
All right, get out of here.
Oh yeah. Okay,
All right, let's do it. Let's do a giveaway. You guys hung out with us all night long. Let's do a sticker pack giveaway. Blake, I want you to write a number over there off camera between 1 and 100.
1 and 100.
Yes, between 1 and 100. Write a number on that piece of paper. I'll put the link in the chat. Stickers and stickers. There we go. There we go. All right. So Blake's gonna come up with a number between 1 and 100. We're gonna give away one of these sticker packs like you see on the screen here. Rad Getty baked with crystal, cool glitter magnet. Oh my gosh, that's super cool. People are already guessing. All right, don't hold it. Hold it over here. If you see the number in the chat, you let me know. Come on, you gotta come over here. You gotta come over here.
I can't really read chat that far.
Can you not read it from here? You'll get a cool hollow sticker. Woo! Of RFS Dan. The magnet's super rad. A Getty Baked with sticker. Getty Baked with crystal sticker.
Are we doing closest?
And no, it's exact number. And a nice foil thing here. It's got to be exact number over 1 through 100. 8675309. Do you know what that means, Blake?
What?
8675309.
No.
That's from a song. It's from a song. So everybody guesses in the chat. Only 100 numbers. One of them will get a sticker pack around the world mailed to you for handing out. So fun. Look at everybody guessing all these numbers. Nobody's guessing it. It's crazy, huh? Some people have gotten pretty close. Some people have gotten far away from it. 666, not quite.
Oh, it's going too fast.
66, no. 145, 8, 23, 54, 1. People have already been guessing 1. Oh my gosh. Is this crazy or what? So everybody just throws numbers in there until they get the number that Blake wrote down on the piece of paper, and we will send you the sticker pack so you can put it all over your stuff. Our stuff's been put on blenders. Our stuff's been put on people's walls. Our stuff's been put on cars. People have me on the back of someone's cars, you know? Don't get run into. The Dan magnet will go flying off. Crazy, huh? You haven't been here for one of these giveaways yet, right? Isn't it super cool? Everybody is guessing the numbers. Nobody's gotten it yet.
That is a lot higher than
yes.
100.
If everybody would have just...
Oh, somebody got it.
Someone got it. Oh, Miss Christie. Number 2, right?
Yeah.
Can we see the little piece of paper here on the screen? It is 2. Miss Christie with number 2 got it first before anybody else. So go ahead and DM me your address, and I will send this out on Monday with the other packages. So good job. Good job. Good job. It was number 2. I'll put the little number 2 in there as well.
What's all your doodling?
Half the times the pens wouldn't work, or when I stamp the stamp on the thing, like I need to go there. I'll put the link in the chat again if you guys want to order yours. They're $12 shipped anywhere around the world. You'll get a magnet for stickers, and if you have won Dantix and you have not gotten a gold magnet, send me a message, and you will get your gold magnet for winning Dantix. People are still guessing. I love this. I love this. All right, so that was fun, Blake. That's how the giveaways. That's how the giveaways
so
work.
many people were guessing 1 and 3 and like 5.
3. Somebody guessed 3 like right away, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're totally gonna get it. They're totally gonna get it. I know, Lady Sasuke. I know you got it afterwards. You're like, no fair. I know.
What
I
number
know.
was it?
It was number 2.
Nice. Who got
Yes. Yes.
I don't know.
Who baked?
Missed
Misty fan? Yes. Wait, no. It was Miss Christie.
Oh, awesome.
Yes.
Good. See,
so
something good came out of your failure baking.
Yes. You've redeemed yourself
you get a
from baking.
consolation prize.
That's crazy. 1 out of 100 numbers, and you got it after the failed baking. But yes, you guys saw it. Blake wrote down.
Good job.
People
Congratulations.
guessed like 1 and 3.
Yeah.
And 5.
When we did it the last time,
Yes.
it went on for so
Good-
long before anybody
good-
got it. It was forever.
Good job. So I will send that out. Send me your message and your information, please, and I will send it out.
Yeah, send
So
it
there you go.
wherever. Send it to Dan. Send it to Getty Baked Crystal. Wherever. Just
Yes.
get it to us, and we'll find it.
We'll be doing more of these. Thank you guys so much for sticking around
Yeah,
so
Jim says
late
she
and so
deserves
long.
it after her unfortunate fail baking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
absolutely.
But thanks for.
She was the one person who was brave enough to attempt this, and she just started baking. So this was a really tall bar to try to jump over for a first time baker. I'm impressed that you tried.
And
I'm
it
sorry
went down
that you
the-
failed.
it went down
She
the
dumped
sink.
it down the sink. It wasn't
Yeah.
even. She said it just tasted like butter.
Been there.
It wasn't.
Remember the muffins I made?
With olive oil.
I made
That's
muffins.
when Dan learned the difference between olive oil and vegetable
I made
oil.
muffins with
There's a
olive
difference?
oil like 15
There
years
is
ago.
a difference.
They look beautiful.
Olive oil pretty much only goes with like spaghetti type things,
Mm-hmm.
and like meat or something like
Right.
savory. Olive oil is for when you're, or vegetable oil is for when you're baking. Only use vegetable oil. That's when Dan.
But like
learned
I
the
said, they
difference.
looked amazing. We have a picture of them somewhere, but it was not the business. Not the business.
There is a picture of Dan. I think you were outside with them, just like.
Oh, I was sad. I worked so hard on it.
Yep.
Mouse Queen's out. Good night, Mouse Queen. See you
Mooch
tomorrow.
is loud. Yeah, Mooch is ready for a snuggle.
See you tomorrow on Dantix. Oh, let me get this stuff off the
He
screen.
says-
I'm sorry, guys.
He
I'm
says,
sorry.
I've been good for 3 hours. Can I please have a snuggle? Come here. Come here.
What, Dan can, side can,
Meow. Come here. You gonna stand up? Come on. Stand up. Come here. There you go. Hi, big boy.
You want to give the cat some snacks? You have some time to kill?
I have.
Why don't
I have
you?
9 more minutes.
Why don't you take a seat for a second since you've been standing for a bunch of hours? You want to feed the cat some
No,
snacks?
I'm good. I don't
Okay.
need to sit necessarily.
Okay.
Jason points out that he did eat one of those muffins to make you feel better. That was back at our apartment when Jason still lived out here, and Jason did eat a muffin.
Oh, thanks, dog.
I wouldn't advise eating muffins with olive oil.
Thanks, dog.
I'm gonna be hairy.
Yeah, that's okay.
Jim says if ours turns out that we should send a slice with the stickers. I don't know if it holds.
it
Depends
would
on-
be so mushy.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll
It'd be
see.
so mushy.
Chris says, vodka, almost time for another. Yeah, it's almost drinking time.
Is it really?
Misty fan named Jen says, that's so cool. I love how Mooch does that. Yeah, he, Jim wants to know if Jason put
How
mayo on it.
That's deep cuts.
That is a deep cut,
That's
Jim.
deep
Good cut.
cuts.
Mooch does this thing where if he wants to be picked up, I can put my thumbs under his arms, and he like pushes. He won't really stand up. He's getting old. He's about to be 14. He won't like jump up on me or anything. We did used to have a cat way back in the day. My mom got a cat from a friend, and you could tap your chest, and he would jump up onto you. Really great in theory, but in practice, you weren't always ready for it. And sometimes that cat would just jump on you out of nowhere, and you were not prepared for it, and it was not business at all. But if he doesn't want to be picked up, he'll just make himself heavy. He just wants attention. If he wants to be picked up, then when I put my thumbs under his arms, he like lifts himself up, like, let's go. Mouse Queen, who said she was going to bed or getting out of here like 3 times. Oh, the cat is shedding bad. Lobs dodgeball at Danikin for practice. Yeah, get him. Jim says, LOL, it's the only thing I know about Jay, except he lives like an hour from me. Yeah, pretty much. Kamikaze cat, yes. He would just come flying out of you. He kind of looked like Mooch, but he was long-haired, fluffy cat. His name was Garth. Horrible name. But yeah, he was a good cat, and he would leap at you. I've been cooking for 3 hours. Yes, Christine, I have. I knew it was going to be a long night. I intended to make that cookie, at least cook that cookie ahead of time because it said it would keep. But I was in too much pain from my back last night. I laid down on the couch at like, 9 o'clock?
It was a couple days of you just laying there, like, you felt
It was
sick.
so pinchy. Yeah, like, you know that thing when you're in so much pain you feel like you're gonna puke? It was like that. It was bad. I started to feel a little bit better yesterday morning because the night before we had done some biofreeze. Dan rubbed biofreeze all over it, and I laid with the heating pad, and it was starting to feel a little bit better. And then today it was bad again, so I had to hit the chiropractor. Hi, Mooch. Oh, time for some knuckle munching? Nope. Snuggles or knuckles? Let's see. I don't know that everybody's seen Mooch munch a knuckle.
You will in a video probably tonight or tomorrow of him munching stuff.
No, he doesn't want to. He did
No.
for a second.
You did well, good tonight. Like, you did good tonight. But an RFS stream's always long. Like, our streams are...
Yeah, lately, like, we try to keep it at 2 hours, but lately we've just been kind of going, if there's still people here and you guys are still hanging out, like, what are we going to do? We're going to flop on the couch when we're done. This is exhausting. When we're done, we flop. Jason says he should have put mayo on it. Couldn't have made it taste any worse. Yeah.
I just remember, and we do have a picture. We'll
have to see if we can dig that out.
We'll find it. Soon on the Daily DM, I was talking about going through the box of photos and just talking about photos.
We did that, one of the first streams that we did, we pulled out the photos.
Yeah, so it's time to do that again because it's been a while. No, not the new ones, right?
Yeah, I want to say it was the Halloween one, maybe at the end of the night, the first one that we did,
We
maybe like
pulled
the
out some
second
stuff?
one. Yeah, we
Okay.
pulled out the pictures.
Okay.
Liz says, I've been using BioFreeze the last few days. I like BioFreeze because we have Icy Hot and the boys use it. My skin, I'm really sensitive, and Icy Hot makes me like rashy.
Crystal's on that BioFreeze.
Yeah, BioFreeze is not bad. It's still, what did I say last night? It makes my skin feel spicy. Like,
Yes, spicy skin.
It felt spicy. I don't know how to explain it. It was just spicy.
When Icy Hot touches Crystal's skin, it like burns.
Yeah.
It leaves like almost like a blister. Like
it gets red and rashy.
it
for
does
sure.
what it feels like to your skin.
Yeah, I'm
Definitely.
too sensitive
Right.
to use Icy Hot. Ugh. Jim says, I think someone brought up that cookie prep on the Daily Dan today. My neck is out too. Luckily, no pain, just discomfort. Yeah, that's how mine started. I think I have this thing. A chiropractor told me once I popped out a rib. I don't know if that's a thing. Slipped a disc, maybe. I don't know. Whatever it was. If you don't have good posture, the guy today told me, "Oh, okay, you have to put down because you're shedding too much, and there is going to be hair in the pie." Nobody wants a hair pie.
No, I'm jumping on the grenade. I got it. I got it. It's
Do you
on
have
me.
the lint roller handy?
Yeah, I'll bring it to you.
The chiropractor told me today, never sit at a computer. Do not sit at a computer. He said, I haven't sat down at a computer for 30 years. It's the worst thing you can do for your back, especially as much as we all spend our time on our computers. Do not sit down at a desk. There's no good way to have good posture. And he said, if you're comfortable, you're doing it wrong. Like, ever. If you're ever sitting and you're comfortable, you're doing it wrong. You have to be sitting. He, like, grabbed me and, like, did one of these things. You have to, like, shoulders back. And I tell Dan that all the time. You have the worst posture all the time. I'm always telling Dan, shoulders back. Shoulders back, like, suck it in. You have to, like, have this uncomfortable posture if you want your back to be functional.
Good way.
Get it, Merle.
Sorry, should I stay on this side?
Shannon says, I really want to see a chiropractor, but I'm scared too with the donor bone, metal plate, and screws in my neck. Oh, I think if you just tell them those things, they'll be
You need to
careful.
see Bob Vila.
That's something.
That's what you need to see.
This chiropractor had a different technique. Like, I could tell in what he was doing. He was doing different things than I've gone to the chiropractor since I was 10. So, when I was 10 years old in the 5th grade, they have, it's not monkey bars, it's just a bar that goes like this. And I don't think they have them anymore because they're not safe at all. Playgrounds have changed a lot in the last, like, 30 years. So it was a bar like this. And what we would do is you would put one leg over the bar and you would, like, flip over it. Well, then that got boring. So then you'd learn how to, like, do it backwards and then do other things. Well, then the thing became you would sit with both of your legs bent over the bar with your hands in between them and flip. And, you know, 10 years old, you're, like, this big. You can get that momentum to swoop around. I went backwards and slipped off the bar and fell right on my head, and that was the first time I ever blacked out. It was seconds, but I came to, and like the yard aide, you know, the parents or whatever that volunteer to like monitor the kids when they're on the playground, she was standing over me when I opened my eyes, and like I missed a few seconds there because she was not there to begin with. I was completely out of it. Like, what happened? I had no idea what was going on or what happened. That's when I started going to the chiropractor. I gave myself whiplash from doing that and, like, sprained my neck or something. It's been 30 years. I don't really know exactly what the diagnosis was, but that's when I started having to go to the chiropractor to get that stuff fixed. And I've gone ever since. I had sciatic nerve problems through high school from sitting in the desks, and I would have to get stuff adjusted from that. But they always do the same thing. They lay you down on your stomach, and they push on you, and they break, you know, or pop the things and stuff. This guy did not do that, and he explained the whole thing to me, but it was a lot of, like, big words that I didn't really understand, but it was some other technique, and he told me some other guy that developed this technique that is a different kind of popping your back, and it was sort of the same but different. But man, that guy had me on my side, and like he's like, I'm gonna get really close and I'm gonna be like all over you, but I promise, like, this is how we do it. And he like grabbed all over me, and everything here, like I told him, I think you popped my everything, and he's like, no, it was only about this big. Like, that much of you popped, which made sense, like, once I thought about it, but, oh, man, he popped everything so good. I went for the consultation, like, where you go and talk to him about the problems you're having, and he's like, okay, you need to do these things. It was like a checkup. He wanted to know everything from top of my head down to my feet. He did that thing that I haven't had done since I like went to a pediatrician as a kid, where they hit your knee on the bottom and your foot goes up, and I'm like, oh, I forgot that was a thing, because when was the last time that happened to anybody? Do you remember that ever happening to you? That's a real thing. Your reflexes, your foot goes up. What else did he do? He made me stand just on my heels and walk across the room, and then asked me if I was drunk, because I wasn't very good at that. I was still really stiff and trying to like hold things in place, and he told me at one point, I don't know how you're so happy when you're this messed up. And I'm like, this is just how my body is. Like, I'm just uncomfortable all the time. He's like, I bet, I can tell. When they did the x-ray, they x-rayed from like here to here, and I looked at the x-ray and you could see my hips don't line up. I was standing normal like this. My hips are like at different directions. Okay, timer is done. Pop this open. We'll go down to 325. Alexa, stop. Alexa, set a 5-minute timer. Okay, it says it could take about 5 minutes. What else here? Aaliyah says the Icy Hot doesn't work for her. She uses the Dollar Tree Pain Balm. Stupid good in my opinion. I've never tried that. I don't know. Let me see. Missy fan named Jen says, I'm often on the computer. My physical therapist, Dan's head's in the way, told me to walk every 20 minutes. Yeah, the guy said, do not sit at a computer. He said, the best thing you can do is to get a stand-up desk. And I said, oh my God, we just got one.
I stand up all day long. I love
Yeah,
to stand up all day long.
that was his biggest piece of advice. Do not sit down at a computer. There's no way that you can do that and be in good shape, like physically with your back and your bones and stuff. Yes, David, youth is wasted on the young. Even though I've been messed up since I was 10. Chris says it's okay, I fell on my head. Yeah, common thing that serial killers have in common, head injuries. So I'm just gonna put that out there. You watching Kumiko disappear into the
She just
cabinet?
went into her speakeasy.
She did. Jim says, yes, mine is almost certainly out because of the time I've spent looking down at the screen lately. Job hunts, you know? Yep. Yeah, how often do we spend time doing this? And then I had to wonder, like, left hand is often my scrolling hand. Am I screwing myself up? I had to get a pop socket because I was getting cramping in my, like, this part of my hand from holding my phone and propping it on my pinky finger. If you guys are having problems with your hands from your phone, get a pop socket. It's the best thing you can do because then you can hold your phone like this and you don't have to prop it up like that. What else here? Let's see.
Cat.
Shannon says she has really big boobs and everyone keeps telling her the chiropractor, I'm assuming, will help with the pain until she gets the balls to have the reduction done. Yeah, definitely look into it. I don't know, if you're real big on top, I don't know how they can pop you like that, but definitely the kind of adjustment I had done today, they can do it because you're just on your side and they like twist you and do things.
I mean, if you're trying to get the balls for her, you can just have the reduction and put them where your balls are.
There you go.
And then problem solved.
There's an idea. My Life's Wicked Adventure said, I fell off the top. I don't know what she's talking about. The top of what? Some jungle gym or something maybe. When coming down, grabbed a bar and broke my elbow. Ouch.
I'm so lucky I've never broken a bone of all the hockey and all the stuff that I've done in sports. I've never broken a bone.
No.
No.
I never have. I've fractured and sprained things, but never broken
I would have the
anything.
heebie-jeebies so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I can
My
handle
mom, remember my mom broke her arm like a
Eight
few
bits.
years ago? At like 60 years old, my mom broke her arm, first broken bone. My 60-year-old mom came with her cast on her arm. Helen says, my daughter has scoliosis and I always tell her stop crouching. Her specialist tells her that as well. Yeah, the slouching, be conscious, everybody. You can pop things out of whack just by your posture. Be conscious of your shoulders and push them back. Stand like he said, if you're not uncomfortable, you're doing it wrong.
I can't wait to see what they say about me. All my
Yes.
life, I've never done all my life.
It was
I've
funny
wanted
because
to
you're
know
the only
this.
person I know who talks about like, oh, my feet. The reason Dan wears his shoes in the house is because he swears that his feet aren't at the right direction. I'm gonna try to move this so I can show. Dan always talks about how like, it's outward?
And
Inward? Oh, his feet go like this, and you can see like your knees aren't right.
Left foot straight, right footed.
Left foot straight, right foot.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, I don't know. But you're the only person I've
It's
ever
like
heard
hot
say
girl
stuff
stands.
like that.
It's-
When he had me like sit on the like doctor's bed thing, and then he was like looking, and he's like, oh yeah, like see how they go like at different angles, and this isn't right. Like he analyzed every like joint and bone and everything. You need to have this consultation.
I
It's
need
crazy.
that. I need that bacchiotomy.
Yes, absolutely. Misty wanted to know what that cat just did. Oh, that's Kamiko. Despite the fact that we put magnets on those cupboards for the linen closet, she has learned how to pop them open and she climbs up into there. She'll open the bottom cupboard just enough to climb herself up into the upper cupboard.
Just to chill.
Yeah, she just likes to hide out in there. I don't know if this is gonna...
By the way, Mooch is taking a bath because he might have had an awesome, amazing Fruity Pebbles waffle. Yeah, they were sitting over there, and maybe I might have caught him eating waffles.
Like he found it on his own, you didn't give it to him?
Like every one of the waffles has like big bites taken out of it, and he's over there taking a bath.
Yeah, he said he heard there were snacks and you did
And
not provide.
He does not want any more waffle.
No.
No. You gonna live longer once waffle?
My last week adventure said she was talking about the monkey bar. Yeah, that thing is unsafe. There's a reason that they don't exist anymore. Ignition 1991 says, I went to the chiropractor again today. I have to go back on Monday. I have to go back on Tuesday.
Oh my god, I can't wait to talk about,
Okay, so-
like, I feel like I can't wait to be in that club too where, like, it's like, oh my gosh, I have to go see my
We're down to 325.
my chiropractorist
Alexa said
on
5
Wednesday.
minute timer.
I can't wait to say that.
5 minutes.
You will love it. You will. I promise you. This guy did different stuff, and I've always told you should go to the chiropractor. This guy was different. You should definitely go. Cyber Husky says, "Geez, sounds like I need to start passing out my business card to the chat. I work in physical therapy." Yeah, I feel like most of us.
He makes house calls?
Right? Most of us should probably see a chiropractor. And he told me, he said, going to the chiropractor that you went to before is better than nothing, but you should not do that anymore. He said on your x-rays, I could see that you have had adjustments done, because when you go to the chiropractor, they like twist you sideways, and he was doing like stretchy things. Dude, at one point he said, I'm gonna stretch your neck out, and he grabbed me like this and he pulled my neck up, and you kind of have this fear like, oh my god, is he gonna pull my head off? But then when he let go, I was like, oh my god, I feel taller. And that was the point where I said, I need to bring my boyfriend here, because you're always saying you feel like you need to be 2 inches taller.
Yeah.
He will pull your head up 2 inches taller.
But you know, what guy doesn't say that, you know?
That you need 2 more inches.
Yeah.
My last week adventure is no longer allowed to see the Cairo anymore. I wonder why. What happened? Liz just needs new bones. Marco says, what about the suction cups? What are we talking about suction cups?
Like where they put the suction cups on your back, maybe?
Oh, those are weird. My cousin does that. She
Yeah.
posts pictures on Facebook of like the blistery things.
Yeah, that looks
left on
fun.
her.
You know, you can get those on wish.com.
That sounds safe. Noelle has broken an arm, ankle, knee, both elbows, wrists, back, and neck, and is lucky to be alive. Holy crap, yeah you are.
Studs.
David would like to try one of those gravity slabs that you hang upside down. I'm always scared I would slide out of it. My dad had one of those. I think we got rid of it after he
did.
passed away, but
Yeah.
none of us ever tried it.
I wanted to, but there was no room.
There was no room.
No.
There was too much hoarder stuff in his
Yeah.
house. All right, so I let the oven go down to 325. I closed it back up for 5 more minutes. I'm gonna check my.
Did you set a timer?
I did. I'm gonna check this again and make sure I am on track.
It's a little under 3 minutes.
Bake for 5 minutes longer. The pie should still be jiggly in the bullseye center, but not around the edges. So we were still jigglier than that. If it's still too jiggly after this 5 minutes, leave pies in the oven for an additional 5 minutes or so. And then we're gonna cool them to room temperature. You can speed up the cooling process by carefully transferring them to the fridge or freezer if you're in a hurry. I'm gonna let them cool to room temperature before I try to make room in there for the pies in the freezer. And then freeze them for at least 3 hours or overnight to condense the filling for a dense final product. Freezing is the signature technique and the result of a perfectly, I feel like that's worded oddly, the result of a perfectly executed milk bar pie? That's weird. So these also do keep, you can keep them in the fridge for 5 days wrapped well in plastic wrap, or in the freezer for up to a month. And then you just defrost them for an hour if they're in the freezer. I'm excited. I'm sad that we can't try it tonight.
A little
There's
bit.
no
a little
payoff
bit. When's the payoff?
tomorrow.
Do you?
Or after 3 hours, but it's already 9:20, so we're not
Do you-
leaving at like 1 in the morning.
Okay. Do you want to do it on Dantix?
Yeah.
Do it after show?
Yeah.
Or do you want to just
Or we have them for breakfast. We'll see how the day goes.
Okay. Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll figure something out on that.
Yes, my last week in adventure says it's called cupping. She says, I absolutely love it. It really does help. Christine wants to know what it cures. Yeah, I don't know what it does.
I don't know. If it makes me feel better, I'm all about it. I don't
The
care.
bruising from cupping is actually normal. It helps with circulation, among other things. Yeah, it's just intimidating to me. I don't know how I feel about that. It's a little weird. Clearly, like, people do it, and my cousin swears by it, and she loves it, and posts pictures all the time every time she gets it of her big circular, like, it looks like blood blisters almost. It's bad. My last week adventure says it's made my life for the better. Interesting. What you up to? What you up to?
Playing games.
Just passing through?
What?
Just passing through? Let's see. I'm gonna get some more information. Oh, my mom texted half an hour ago that her power's been out for an hour. That is unfortunate.
Dang. What are you looking for?
I was gonna look up cupping and see.
Are you gonna do it?
I don't think so. I don't know. People that do it really think it's great. What are the benefits of cupping? Increases blood circulation to the area where the cups are placed. But see, people only have it on their back. Do you need more? Okay, so the increased blood circulation may relieve tension, which can improve overall blood flow and promote cell repair. It may also help form new connective tissues and create new blood vessels in the tissue. That's interesting.
Alexa, stop. We're asking if it's vodka time.
If it's what?
Vodka time.
You can pull out the vodka. Look. It's been a night. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's like boiling. It's still very jiggly. I'm not really sure what's happening in here. It's pretty much boiling.
I'm sorry, I can't get a camera. I don't have enough slack to get
Alexa.
a camera over there.
Alexa, set a 5-minute timer. I'm gonna give it 5 more. It's really liquidy boily. I'm not really sure what's happening in there.
There's your vodka.
Thanks. Appreciate you.
You have 2 glasses.
Yeah, you want some too?
Yeah.
Bringing that down there.
Cause I stand up all day and now I got down on the ground.
You can't get back up again?
I got down on the ground to get you off the vodka and I bent my knees and now it feels really good.
Is there another vodka?
No, that's it.
My Last Wicked Adventure says there's 2 different types of cupping. Both suction cups, but one way adds fire. Yeah, that's even more intimidating.
I got marinara all over my shorts.
Oh, nice. I texted my mom to ask if her power was still out, and she said yep. And then she said, whoa, it just came back on.
Nice.
I'm a lucky charm. Dan got knocked down and he can't get up again?
No, but you're never gonna keep me down.
Here he comes.
Oh my gosh. I feel like Tim Conway. Oh look, Dan does baking. I think this is just where I go.
Yeah? On the ground?
Yeah. And the vodka is out, ladies and gents. David says.
Yes. We've earned it.
Ah.
We had a night. And I'm still not sure that it's successful. And if it's not, you know I have to bake something else for tomorrow to bring on Sunday.
Oh, that's right, because this is for somebody else too.
Yes, one of these pies is going over to Jean's house on Sunday. So if this does not, if the stunt one that we try tomorrow is not successful, I will have to be baking something else tomorrow.
That's all right. Either way, I win, because either I get something cool now, or you'll bake something and make extras for me tomorrow.
Yes.
Like all of a sudden, all these chocolate chip cookies showed up, and I don't remember why. Like I was on my computer, and then like 2 days later, like oh, there's chocolate chip cookies there.
Yes.
So I guess you made them.
I did. I made those Saturday night.
All right. Oh, I represent the Lollipop Guild. I think they're gone. I remember going to Comic-Con like 10 years ago, and there was like 2 left, and they kind of look like raisins.
Steve T says, what is this she's adding to the vodka? I'll show you in just a minute. It's you know those packets of powder you add to water? It's one of those. They're sugar-free, so we prefer that over like Kool-Aid or packaged juices, because I do like to drink a lot of juice. I drink a lot of water throughout the day, but then at night I'm done drinking water, so I need something that has some flavor to it. There you go. I will show you the one that I get.
All right, BRM Bug says, what's your mixer? That's
Okay, hold on. This is the one that I get. It's from Walmart, and it's strawberry, orange, banana. But there's a million different varieties of this type of thing, just like the packet of powder. You can get them individually for a glass of water, or these are for a whole pitcher of juice. So that's what I prefer to do.
They're good.
They're really good. I really like the strawberry, orange, banana. That's my go-to. I used to mix it up with different ones. That's the only one I really like.
Yes.
My mixer is the KitchenAid mixer. It's just the
Regular one?
I can never remember because there's so many different. It's the basic one. It's not the fancy one. It's just the basic one.
Drea Kitty Husky with a great question. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Did I miss anything?
Just a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, we are now 3.5 hours in. There's been near vomiting. There was some blood. There was almost tears. We almost came to tears.
You did sweat because it was hot in the beginning.
There was blood, sweat, tears.
So Jim was right.
And almost vomit.
Yes.
Almost. So yeah, you missed a little.
Good job.
Thank you, sir.
Cheers to a back that can all of a sudden move out of nowhere because you were down and out.
I was. Even today,
Yeah.
one of the guys was like, hey, I need you to go file this stuff. So we have these shelves that are up high, and when the jobs are done, the files go up there. But sometimes, like, a job in the middle will need to go up there, so then I have to move everything down. So I lug these things over there, and I'm, like, struggling with getting them over there, and I go like this, and I said, oh, I'm going to put these on the shelf. Maybe Monday I can take care of that after I go to the chiropractor, because I could not lift my arms above my head. And when I went back into work 2.5 hours after I left, I said, I'm just going to take my lunch a little late. I might be a little bit long. I left it 1:45. I came back at 4:25. I walked in the door, and he goes, oh my God, you're back. Are you okay? And I went, I can move. So, like, yeah, I mean, I can't say instantly because it was 2.5 hours later.
No, but I was like, can you move again? You're like, yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you're pretty happy.
Yeah, it was definitely a game changer.
How's this going?
It's boiling. It's still, okay, it says it should be jiggly in the middle, which it definitely is. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes. What are we at? A time.
We're
9:30, so
we're at 9:30 at night.
At 9:32, I'll take it out.
And then how? And then
At
that's
least
it?
nobody's in the hospital. Nope, just got a Band-Aid. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, the sign said not to touch the blade, but we didn't read the sign. That's the thing.
I didn't even slide my finger across it. I literally just, I was trying to dry it, and I thought the towel was there, and my thumb went around the edge of the towel and touched the blade, and it sliced me open, so.
I'm telling you, Ace of Base, we should have saw the sign. It would have opened up our eyes.
Oh my God.
Now the chat's turned to edible over flour. I can't. I'm so, like, okay, here's the thing about edibles. Like, there's 10 at 10 milligrams in the edible pack.
How do you know
and
that?
then I see every TikTok that's like, just had 300 milligrams, and then, like, they do whatever funny thing next, which is, like, usually something different, you know,
Fall
like.
asleep?
but all their TikToks say 300. So, by my math, that's like 3 of those gummy packs over there. Like, that's a stomach ache's worth.
That's a lot
But
of
that
gummies.
that seems like that's to the moon.
Yes.
I couldn't do that.
Oh, Megan says she's having asthma attacks. I'm sorry, friend.
That's like, you should fix that before you text us. Like, breathe first.
No, she said that's why she hasn't been talking in the
okay.
chat tonight. So,
Yeah.
I hope you're feeling better. Blake's at the time of year where, I think we're at the tail end of it now, but his asthma gets really bad in the spring. Every year, as soon as stuff starts blooming, that child cannot breathe. He's got his nebulizer machine on, like, right next to his bed on the nightstand.
Yeah.
He wakes up at 2 in the morning.
He looks like Star Trek.
If you guys have ever had to do a breathing treatment at all, you know, like, that's a stimulant. So this poor kid goes to bed not being able to breathe, wakes up, can't breathe, does a breathing treatment, can't go to sleep because now he's all stimulated from that, and all, you know, he'll sit there and his hands and his feet are all vibrating. He's like, I can't sleep. Well, no, because you just took like 5 breathing treatments in a day. Of course you can't sleep.
People pay for your medication.
Megan has a doctor's appointment tomorrow to get more asthma meds. Well, good. I hope so.
Yeah, please breathe. Blake and I watched this super action movie today called Nobody. It was with Josh Odenkirk. It was so cool.
I don't know who that is.
Like,
Even if I saw his face, I might not know who
you
it
would
is.
not. Better Call Saul. It was like that dude. Anyway, it was pretty dang dude movie. Oh my god.
So I didn't miss out.
You would have loved the over the topness. Like, wham, 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 wham. And you're like, ugh. And then you feel a little bad, so you cut a hole and put a little like bendy straw in there so you can breathe. Like bad punchlines, you know. But it was fun. But no, not your cup of tea. Krista likes fried green tomatoes and was eating Gilbert Grape. And whatever fruit or vegetable
I've
movies.
never even seen fried green tomatoes, just for the record.
It had Johnny Depp in it, I think. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so we're jiggly in the middle. We're
Oh
not
my gosh,
jiggly
that
at
looks
the
so
ends.
boily.
Yes, it's very boily. Would you agree, like, jiggly in the middle?
Yes.
But Yeah, outside.
Would you like me to put the things here so you can bring it here?
We're gonna have to give it a minute. It's really hot.
It is. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's literally boiling.
I can't show it to you, but it is definitely simmering. Okay, let me get this out of the way. So,
So what?
what is it doing now? Is it like thick? Is it like caramelizing? Is the whole thing liquid in the middle from the
The filling?
The filling?
Sort of. I mean, it's less jiggly, but
I'll go look at it.
it's definitely like it's still boiling. So I don't know how to feel about it yet because I don't know if you can see. It is bubbling and boiling. It's definitely hot.
Well, it's doing a thing.
Yeah. So I have to wait for this to cool completely. Then it's got to go in the freezer, and it's just going to go overnight. There's not enough time for us to do anything with it tonight, so we'll clean up. We'll let this cool. I'll rearrange the freezer enough to figure out where these can go.
Right.
Because the freezer's full.
Can we borrow your freezer?
Yeah, and it says putting it in the freezer is imperative to getting the texture right, the density correct. And that's what I'm all about here. So, yeah, freezing is the signature technique. So, that's got to happen. So, yeah, I think that's all. I have nothing more to show tonight.
No, this is cool. This looks fun. And then it gets powdered sugar on top tomorrow, right?
It will, yeah. Serve it cold, decorate with confectioner's sugar, either passing through a fine sieve or dispatching pinches with your fingers. So yeah, we'll put it in the freezer overnight. At some point tomorrow, I'll take it out and put it in the fridge so it's thawed out. And then tomorrow night, we'll be able to put some powdered sugar on top and we'll eat it.
Alright.
I think we're good.
I want to, like, touch it.
Don't touch it. It's literally boiling, Dan. Literally boiling.
Sounds like Rice Krispies.
A little bit. It's snap, crackle,
This
pop
is
it.
awesome.
All right, before we go, I just want to remind you guys, if you haven't already, we do still have some sticker packs left. Miss Christy did win one tonight. If you guys want one and haven't gotten one yet, it's $12 shipped anywhere in the world. 4 stickers and a magnet. You can't get them anywhere else. And once they're gone forever. So get on it if you've been thinking about it.
Your Facebook group, I'll push that in there. Let's push.
Okay. And also the t-shirts. If you guys have not gotten your, I did see earlier, I think it was Miss Christy said she got her Getting Baked with Crystal shirt. Sorry, I saw it and we were doing something and I missed it, but I did see that you said that. So if you guys haven't gotten it yet, the Getting Baked with Crystal shirt, the Red Velvet Cake is a Lie, and the Let's Bake Shit and Let's Bake Stuff, depending on whether you like cursing or not, those are all available at the gettingbakedwithcrystal.com. We'll show you all the links to the everythings. Join the Facebook group, follow us on Instagram. Check us out. Join us. We won't be making something easier next week. Next week is my second Fauci ouchie on Wednesday. So there is a better than 0 chance I will not be baking on Friday, but I will post a recipe. And if I can't make it Friday, we'll make it the next week. But we'll be here tomorrow night for Dantics. We'll be here Wednesday night for Cinco de Mayo cooking dinner. If you guys want to join us for that.
Mexican pizzas.
Yeah, we're making Mexican pizzas. And we're going to have to go over the recipe with Dan ahead of time in case I do fall sick again. Dan can make them without me. We'll see how that goes.
I get to fly the plane.
You guys are going to have to support him. He may have to post the recipe so you guys can tell him what to do since I won't be here to tell him what to do. Your mom's here. She says, hi, Dudeski. She didn't call you Dudsky this time.
Hi,
she called
Mom.
you Dudeski.
I love
and
you.
And Crystal. Hi, Ma. Thanks for watching. We love you and we miss you. We're almost, well, some of us are almost vaccinated so can come visit you. Some of the rest of us cannot. But I might come visit you soon. I think that's all. Jim wants to know if you will re-release the Silhouette Hawk shirt. I think that is still available, no? Is that not available on Teespring?
I don't think so, but I can,
Did you take it down?
I maybe?
We still have some. So we did a print run when I worked at a print shop.
I only have a few odd sizes and girls left. And girls.
I thought we had men's ones.
V-necks.
We'll pull them out and we'll post them and see if you guys want those. Maybe we can get rid of those.
Yeah, I do only have a few left. That's a good idea. We should pull them out and, like, I don't know, find people that can actually. It's harder to find somebody that actually can not fit into one, but like matches like.
Somebody who wants
size,
one who fits the size and the style.
that it is. Yeah. Because I don't think I have any like medium larges or extra larges.
No, it's all the odd ones. We printed a run of them. They were pre-order. and then we printed a handful of extras. And the more common sizes have already gone, so there's a
'cause we
few
made
odd
those-
sizes at both ends.
We made those ourselves.
Yes, those are hand screen printed. They're not direct to garment printed, so we'll pull those out and let you guys know what we have and see if anybody wants to purchase one of those. Otherwise, you should put that design back up. I think we should offer it in different colors if that's an option. I love it. We printed them in bright pink and bright blue on this color shirt, like a kind of heathered gray shirt. I think you just did them in black, right?
Yeah, I just wanted it
Black on different colors.
because I wanted popping colors. I wanted
Right.
like the popping colors. So
Yeah.
maybe.
Jim says that was before my time. Any smalls of those shirts? I don't know. We will pull them out and we'll make a
Yeah.
post about what's there. We'll let you guys know and see if anybody wants them.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you wrapping this up?
Yeah, thank you guys all. There's still 60-something people here. Thank you guys all so much for watching, all of you who made it this far. I know it was a long night. I am done. I am so far done. It was an eventful night, but hopefully this is a success. Hopefully these taste good when we're finally able to eat them. If not, I'm going to be really disappointed that I spent 3.5 hours making these, and I bled, and I almost vomited, and I sweated, and I had nothing to show for it.
Yeah,
so
you know,
I don't even get a sticker consolation.
That's, yeah. I don't know. Good job. Good job, though. Good job.
You know, I tried. I've been wanting to do this for over a year, so now check that off the list. I'm done. I will probably never make this again. Jim says it looks good. Yeah, we'll report back tomorrow night. I think visually it's a little weird. It doesn't quite look the same. Can you real quick pop up the picture of the start screen? I just want to be able to compare this to the MikbarPie. So sort of the same. It looks like their crust goes up a little bit higher, maybe. I think we'll be okay as far as that goes. But yeah, we'll dust some powdered sugar in the middle. We'll see how it goes. I don't know what it looks like under their powdered sugar, but yeah, thank you guys all. Everybody who made it this far, thank you so much for hanging in there. Thanks for the antics. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for everything. We appreciate you guys just as much as you enjoy watching us. We enjoy hanging out with you. Thank you for being here. We will see you tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Pacific for Dan Takes Call In, answer some trivia questions. We need some new callers. Mix it up a bit. We love all you guys who are so loyal and call in every week. So many of you talk about wanting to call in. Let tomorrow be the day. It's a new month. Let's do it. Huh?
If you win, you get the gold magnet.
Yeah, if you win, there is a magnet headed your way. So, yeah. Yes, Cynthia, tomorrow morning we will be making pancakes. We do have the pancakes and syrup. We've been munching on that candy, by the way. Those little, what is it, huckleberry candies?
Oh, my gosh.
Those are freaking delicious.
Those are so
we will be
good.
making the pancakes. We will
So
put that
good.
in a vlog. That'll be a members first vlog.
Right.
Don't worry, Cynthia. I don't know that you are a member at this moment. If you want to become a member, great. If not, we'll send you the link because you earned it with the pancake mix stuff. So yeah, we'll make sure you get to see that. Shannon's gonna go binge some Great British Baking Show. Really, with a tongue twister when I've already been drinking. Great British Baking Show before bed. Yeah, not enough baking? At least hopefully they're more successful and bleed less. Anyways, have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. We will see you next time.